I need it. I'm telling y'all, lock it in.
I need a sports podcast. I need it now.
Yo, what is good, everybody? I Need a Sports Podcast. Back with another episode, man, and welcome back to the pod. Bryce, Dog Cam. We got our guy Chris, aka SGA Goated. Long time no see, man. What's been up? Oh, what did I just do?
Oh no.
I just took us off the screen, but I'm sorry. Technical difficulties, y'all. But Chris, my guy, what is up? We've missed you, man. We missed you. But of course, how fitting. First time back on the pod. It's time to talk NBA because we're back in that mode now. NFL season over. We done with football. It's time to talk hoops, man. Time to talk hoops. How you feeling about your OKC Thunder?
You want me to do this now or you want me to do this later?
You got something to get off your chest?
It's not something in my chest. Just may run long. I may start. Just
go ahead. Floor is yours. Floor is yours. You missed enough time, bro. Go ahead.
So I don't really know how to feel about them for real. Cause like on one hand, it's like I feel like we the best team in the league. I feel like it's okay to feel that way, but I know we got the monkey on our back. We young. We ain't won nothing except the number one seed last year, and we ain't do nothing with it for real. And I'd like to believe. I don't believe in like was it what Giannis talking about, like
the steps to success. Losses or failure.
Yeah, and like, but I like to imagine people always be like, man, your team lost, but then they lose to the Celtics, who ended up winning it all. Like, does that mean anything or no? Like, I don't know. I think that Dallas team was a formidable team last year. It's a team that we struggled with. But we really didn't struggle all that much during the regular season with them, did we? I don't even remember, honestly. But this year, even with Luka gone, I feel like AD just be back right in time. I like the Warriors, how they made their move with Jimmy. They've been rolling with him, and we've struggled against Golden State this whole season.
Please don't let Steph beat y'all, because that's just PTSD.
He is when he in Oklahoma, bro, he has a game. I don't know what it is. He just torches us. The Lakers, I think if they do get it together, they could be scary. Denver's on a roll. Like, I think we started the season out real hot, and that's awesome. I think we're still hot, and that's awesome. But everybody else is starting to click as well, and they're clicking at the right time.
Is this nerves out here?
Yeah. I mean, it's time. It's getting serious, right? It's the end game. The fun is over. What do we say, Cam? We're not talking about basketball till the All-Star break is over.
Yeah, it's over.
I just saying, pre-All-Star, I was seeing the OKC hype in the chats from you. You was, uber confident.
Yeah. I mean, come on, best net rating in the league ever. Like, come on, bro.
Y'all got the MVP this year, barring one of the biggest drop-offs. He gonna get his stats in.
He gonna get his stats in. He gonna mess up your parlay. But I don't know how. I'm not too. I'm still. We got the highest odds, So I don't like to bet against the books. Like, this would be the one time I should be like, oh, the books are right. It's just we young. We still young, and I gotta respect that. A lot of teams coming in with experience, so I'm just riding the wave until I can't ride it no more. And like I said in the group chat at that one time, like, respectfully, if somebody knock us off, I'm willing to take that, because that game is game. Is what it is.
What's y'all's contract situation? Because I know obviously y'all got a deep bench, but with the whole new CBA, the second apron, all that, who's eligible to be gone this year that y'all probably like they just gonna get their deserved money after this year? I know, is it Wiggins is one of them?
I think Wiggins already got his. I think I could be wrong, but I know J-Dub is up for his.
Oof.
I think 2020. I think it's 2026, 2027 is going to be real hard on our books. I'm pretty sure that's what I read. Maybe that's when J-Dub get his. But, the talks start next year. That's how it goes. And I was listening to, I can't remember who it was, but the way our market runs, somebody's going to leave every year. We're going to lose somebody every year. And it's not just going to be like a Usman Dang or a Dylan Jones, who's the rookie. It's going to be a decent piece like an Isaiah Joe, like an Aaron Wiggins, like a Jalen Williams. In my world, honestly, I love Joe, go Mob, but he probably the first one to leave. Him with Kenrich Williams, I think we probably let them go. I don't know who we would go. I don't know who we would go get. The issue is that we got so much draft capital. Like we got two first round picks in like the next. I don't even know how many drafts. You don't, as a small market team that's not going to pay nobody for real. You don't just keep drafting first round, people. You trade those off, and you'll get a formidable player that's going to play alongside your vets that you are going to pay. So I think we're going to be all right in the books, honestly, because I think people see our team and they're like, oh, they're going to go broke when they got to pay all those guys. But like respectfully, like all them guys not going to get paid. Like Aaron Wiggins, he's going
to have to come down to isn't going to come down to between J-Dub and Chet for who gets the second max, because we know SGA obviously going to be the highest paid player. I think, isn't he eligible for the extension after this year as long as he keeps going the way he's going to All NBA?
Yeah, he's getting his big one.
So he's getting
he already makes some decent money too.
Yeah, he getting 300 plus, and then if J-Dub is up, I mean, you probably still think potential-wise, Chet got more potential, but obviously the injuries.
Yeah. But the thing about J-Dub, bro, and maybe he'll get it together, but like I said this, I don't know, maybe a few weeks ago. I was like, I don't want to hop on the J-Dub suck train yet, because people have been on Twitter. They've been like, he don't know how to play basketball, this, that, and the third. And these past month or so, he ain't been looking like. But he does, though, at the same time. It's like the beginning of the game, he's struggling. Like, it don't look like he's fitting in the offense. And then towards the end of the game, kind of when we get ready to take the lead or we already have the lead, he pushes that forward. So I'm just like, okay, that's why we have him. But he's not like a second option, I feel like, during the game. Like, it just don't seem like a consistent second option. Like, Shea gonna give you 27. Let's say 27.
Except when he has the goblin for 25 and a half.
Except when he got that.
Oh, was it 24 games in a row? 25?
Yes, bro.
Oh my god, bro.
Oh my god.
Prize picks going to hell for the.
He was the only one, bro. He was the only one. But then J-Dub, he averaged 22 a game, but when you look at his line at 19 and a half and 20 and a half, you kind of like, I don't know if I want to. Then you look at his goblin, it's 16 and a half. You're like, you shouldn't feel that way about your second option. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like your second option should be giving you 20. So, and Chet was doing that before he got hurt. He was giving you 20 and 10 with like 4 blocks. So I think Chet will probably be the one we pay first, but we need to see how they gonna integrate him back into this offense, because I don't like the way he looks with Hartenstein next to him. I kind of like Hartenstein out there by himself right now.
Yeah,
starting.
I mean, so because I haven't got to catch y'all yet. Like the start of the game did they just put Chet straight in the starting lineup, or he coming off the bench?
Yeah, no, they
put him straight into the starting.
That first game they put him straight into it, yeah. And then the last time he played, Hartenstein didn't play.
And that was versus the Timberwolves that last game,
and that's when we lost.
And guys, that's tough. I feel like
he had 12 points and 10 boards, and I think he had a couple blocks, or maybe one block, or a couple blocks. But he also got yammed on.
That's when I tuned in right before he got yammed on. Oh, that's tough.
Yeah, I don't know. He gonna have to get back into the pace of the game, but I don't know if I like it, and it's not the time to be trying to let your seniors play like with Kansas. Like, well, if Motherfucker ain't producing,
we need the winners on the court. We need
to win right now.
Hey, no, it is what it is. But I will say, and we'll talk about it more later, everything wide open right now in the NBA. Honestly, From what I'm seeing, like if the league wants parity, like I get, like I've been saying for the last couple weeks or so, and I know it was more football related, but I just really think it's the presence of too much social media now. And even though we got free speech, everybody shouldn't be allowed to share their opinions. I mean, that's just what it is. But since everybody can, we get some of this dumb stuff. But if you want competition in the NBA, there isn't a better time right now. This is literally wide open. The Celtics, who are the defending champs, don't look like the defending champs right now. The West and all the trades just shook everything up. We don't know what's going on. We don't know how good Dallas can be because AD injured as soon as he steps on the court. We still ain't even seen Luka play actual minutes for real. Like you said, OKC trying to integrate Holmgren back in. Denver trying to, get their legs back. Houston, which is, nobody really seen Houston being that good this year, but they look really good, and then they kind of tailed off towards All-Star break. So this shit is literally wide open. There's no telling where this is going to go.
You can't count nobody out in the West.
You can't count nobody
West
out.
Looks awesome right
so
now.
if people are complaining about, this is a boring product, you just not watching.
You're not watching.
The only way I can agree with that is not that it's a boring product. It's an expensive product because why do I need 15?
Maybe they aren't watching. Maybe they aren't watching, but they can't.
They can't. That's a valid argument right there. But if you're talking about the games are boring, no, this not boring basketball right now. Got all these young stars, all this young talent. We talked about it a little bit on the last pod. Cade Cunningham doing things in Detroit. Like Detroit is back. I was probably a year out too early on them, but they look like they back and they can make some noise. And Cade Cunningham leading that, so yeah, it's a great time to watch NBA basketball for real right now. But like we said, it ain't really manageable to do so. But maybe next year with the whole NBC TV deal, maybe this starts a whole new way for this next generation coming up, man.
But respectfully though, they wave already started. If you think about it, like they have their idols and who they following. It's our generation that's
they do. I'm saying annoying. Like you're gonna get like how like we're gonna tell our kids like when we watched growing up, we talk about Shaq, Kenny, Chuck. This new NBC broadcast, this is gonna be completely new people, new voices to the game. So like kids' formative years of watching NBA basketball, like we got the GOATed, bang, Kevin Hart, all that. It's gonna be someone different for them, and they gonna have their own punchlines or stuff they go to, and that's how they gonna remember NBA basketball. Like our pops and stuff, they remember basketball on NBC back in the day, different jingle, everything. Now we watch NBA Inside the NBA on TNT. That's what we grew up on. They about to switch once again, and it's gonna be a whole new look, whole new feel to it, and then. Like you said, they already got, some of the stars that's coming in. They kind of migrating towards. I've been seeing, constant conversation. Who's the face of the league? Who's the face of the league? And Edwards came out this week and said he don't even want that. And I don't blame him. Because the way he moved off the court, he don't need to be the face of the league.
You would never know he got that going on, bro. He get that bonus and he'd be so happy.
You would never know. But I'm not mad at him turning down. But I mean, like, you got other stars. You got the Wemby. You got Jason Tatum. I know they want an American star, but there's plenty of talent to pick from. Is basically what I'm getting at. You just gotta find someone you like and stick with them. But this weekend was All-Star weekend, so obviously it's been a lot around the All-Star game the past couple years. The competition, the format. So they changed some things up this year. But first off, we got to touch on it because for whatever reason. Whatever he does, it's a trending topic. So Braun was ruled out. Media started flipping out. What's y'all's thoughts? What's the deal with everything going on? Obviously, All-Star weekend, Braun, I think what's the streak? 20 years in a row in the All-Star game playing. That streak comes to end.
21.
It would have been 21 had he played this year.
Okay.
Obviously, Sunday morning, he wakes up, feels the ankle, foot discomfort, rules himself out. Everybody's like, oh my God, he completely hold Norman Powell out of a nomination in the spot. Keep in mind, y'all, these are the same people that just 2 weeks ago were talking about the NFL Pro Bowl stuff isn't real when people rule themselves out and other players get nominated. Oh, these are fake or Pro Bowl nominations. But now, because LeBron sat out, Norman Powell's career is over. because he's not gonna have that All-Star nomination next to his name. Like 30 something. I'm pretty sure. Like, I don't quote me on that.
No, quote it because they got him in the MIP running, and you can't be most improved at. Come on,
he been in the league for a good minute. I know.
Yeah,
that.
I know.
If he's not 30, he's high 20. Hold on.
He was in Toronto.
Oh, was it Toronto?
Yeah.
He was with Portland.
He
Norman Powell's 31 years old, dog.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. 31. Stop it. Stop it. People flipping out about that. Like, bro, can we? This is what media, sports media is just absolutely cooked. We can't have any normal conversations, and it starts at the top. Ever since Elon got a hold of this app, it's just been progressively worse and worse as time goes on. It's like, what are we talking about here? Like, say LeBron does announce Tuesday of that week that he's not coming to the All-Star. You don't think that would kill viewership off rip? Like, you think if Tuesday Bron announced,
it was already dying.
It was already dying, and if Bron says on Tuesday afternoon, yeah, I'm not playing this year, and then they're like, Norman Powell's taking spot. You think kids are like, oh my God, Dad, take me to the All-Star game so I can go see Norman Powell. Nobody's saying that.
Nobody's saying that, bro.
Not one, bro. There's one kid.
Okay, a Clippers fan somewhere, probably.
Yeah, who can't afford to go.
Probably a kid who happened to be at some signing and Norman Powell signed something. And that's about it. Oh, we got our guy Eric here. Only chance to make it, though. And also, what if he had contract? Oh, my.
What contract?
I don't know what you're talking about, Eric. I do remember when a rookie quarterback took the Lions to the woodshed in Detroit in the divisional game. But I get because there are contract incentives for an All-Star nomination. But it's like
Norman has those though.
I don't know.
Everybody has like
no, not everybody. Not yeah. I wouldn't. I don't.
He low key.
Who would expect? Who would expect him to have the year he's having? No, man, ain't no way, bro.
It's just like if you the office, like what conversations happen where it's like, well, Norman, if you become an All-Star, like we're gonna pay you this.
Man,
like why? I mean, I don't know. Maybe he do got it, but it just didn't make sense. He don't seem like the one I would offer that to. Like,
yeah, I would be pissed too if I had money.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah,
but I mean, it's not like these NBA players are starving for cash. They getting paid. Even Norman Powell getting paid a good decent chunk of change. But it's just like what are media talking heads truly gonna do when LeBron hangs it up? Because
he got a heavy contract. Because I was talking about him earlier this year, and I was like, I don't think they can trade him because I think his contract is too heavy for his age.
Bro,
$20 million a year.
Yes, this man is making.
He making more than J-Dub.
I think it was
only 20. And I feel like if he did have a contract incentive, it would have been came out because that would have been added to the talking point of everybody.
5 years, $90 million, bro.
Bro, that's stiff.
He'll be all right. He'll be all right. He'll be all right.
He'll be okay. I think he'll be all right.
But it's just like we already know it's damned if Bron does, damned if he don't. Like I said, if he would have announced earlier how people are like, oh, he should have done that, people would have been like, oh wow, you're not even gonna try to hoop in the All-Star game. And it's like, okay. So then he waits, he tries to wait it out, see if he can go test it. And then he decides he came like, oh, you should have announced earlier. You should have took your name out because that gave another player the opportunity. It's just like, bruh, if Norman Powell really was an All-Star, he would have got the All-Star nod. He wasn't.
That had to be Clippers fans that started that.
No, it was just Bron haters. That's it. It's just Bron haters.
Whatever. Like
that's what I'm saying. It's people who make their living off of tweeting about LeBron for engagement. And it's like when he goes, what are you gonna do? And then the picture, like the graphic.
Okay, I know that's the only thing I hate. That's the only thing I hate. I'm not gonna lie. That's the only thing.
I'm not a fan of it, but other players have done.
Other people have done it before. Yes, yo,
I haven't seen none.
Bro.
A lot of players who end up being out of All-Star would take a picture and not in the uniform. The only player who did do it, but you know, it makes sense why he did it because he's the most try-hard player. Just guess who I'm talking about. Yeah, because you know, on a Tuesday night he giving it his all, and props to him. But he the only player that I've seen do it.
Well, I would say this then. I ain't just gonna hold LeBron to it. I think if you can dress up, even if you're not playing. So
yeah,
That's why it's not just I didn't know that he wasn't the only one that did it, but even then, it's just a uniform picture. Like I don't see why anybody wouldn't want to be in uniform.
But I'd be okay with that if that was their first and only really outrage at it. No, they were true. People was truly mad about Norman Powell and an All-Star nomination.
He did show up late, but it's like he showed up late. He don't want to put it on. But it's like also I know this guy he's a rising star player or whatever. But Jerry McCain literally did the same shit. Literally, he did the same thing in the Rising Stars pictures. Yes.
Oh, yeah. See, I don't agree with that either. I don't.
You don't even have to go back to that. Anthony Edwards did the same thing this weekend.
Bro, okay, so this is clearly a bad trend that I've never really paid attention to. I don't like that.
It's regular. It's regular. Everyone
it shouldn't
does
be.
it. I get it.
It shouldn't be.
Yeah,
but why are we upset?
But why is
that
doing it? Yeah. Clearly, nobody was ever angry enough to where it got pointed out that I noticed still was happening. Now that I notice, I'm like, okay, I don't like it. But
and then it's like, bro, he's in year 22. He's 40 years old, dog. If anybody did deserve a break from doing this, it's him. And we're gonna keep it a buck. Because what is the point in playing in these games? We see what it looks like when they out there. Nobody trying.
Yeah. Imagine he went out there and then
nobody
still ridicule it. He's like, what did I even go out there and put my body on the line for? Y'all just gonna complain all night.
And then of course, and I promise, man, y'all this will be on the internet forever because we lie. We promise we are never we gonna still be doing the podcast when we 40. You signed the lifetime contract, bro. You can't get out of this. 360, dog.
I don't know what you promising. So when you went from I promise to we promise, I'm like, what we promising?
I'm saying we not gonna be the old heads and be like, man, no, these dudes not good like the guys we watch, man. Because then it went from LeBron playing at age 40 to Jordan played in his last All-Star game. Yeah. The All-Star game where he wasn't the top voted player in, but they put him in because he's Jordan. And then they made Vince Carter sit out or not start so Jordan could be a starter for his final one. They're like, oh, Jordan went out there and gave it his all. It was the same stuff. They lollygagged around for 3.5 quarters, and if the game was close, players would play defense in the fourth. That's how it's always been. Some years it'd be a blowout. Players never end up trying. But when it be close in the fourth quarter over recent years, we see the same thing. But it's like, it's just the fake outrage. It's like, bro, y'all don't truly want to enjoy watching basketball because you find a problem with anything and everything. Like, I don't get it. Like
that's why I like KD tweet. He said we should just cancel the whole weekend and take the week off. I'm not even mad at that. I'm not even mad at that. Because I was trying to give the little format a chance. I like I said, in the group chat, I said I enjoyed it. I just wish that it was longer. Like I
liked it. But
I wish it was full game, like a full game tournament type thing. I mean, they're gonna be lollygagging. They can play 2 games if you're not playing hard, with shorter quarters as well, not like 12-minute quarters.
And then you seen the Draymond was trashing it.
Yeah, and he sucks for that because in the NBA you're gonna have to do better. You gotta bet guys better than that. And they was talking about Kevin Hart saying porn star director on TV. It was a very ghetto broadcast.
It was, but they didn't even. I mean, I guess I don't know if you would want them to advertise it, but I came from dinner, so I turned it on late. When I turned it on, Kevin Hart was on the court talking, and I was like, "Oh, okay, he announcing something." But then I was like, 5 minutes, he's still talking like, why does this feel like Kevin Hart stand-up? What's going on? Like, why are we not playing basketball?
Mm-hmm.
Then they return from commercial break. Kevin Hart is still on the court. And then that's when he made the porn star director comment. I'm like, okay, what exactly are we doing here? Like,
you could tell the league just told him to like just go out there
and wing it.
Yeah.
Like, carry us, please. I don't know what the direction was there. And then it felt like they could have done way better for that to be, inside the NBA's final send-off for All-Star Weekend.
Yeah.
Like
it seems so random.
Yeah. And it was drawn out. It was stupid at some points. But the games itself, I didn't have no problem with them. It was just like once the OGs went up big, it wasn't no coming back from that. Because like you said, to 40, that's too quick.
It's too quick. It's too quick.
Especially with the way they shoot nowadays.
Exactly. The way they shoot and the way they you could just everybody's going on a fast break, bro. Like I how many people missed a fast break opportunity? Probably not many. So
Yeah.
you get 40 easy that way.
I would say so. I guess another, because now people are like, well, how can they make it better again? I'm like, I mean, we're really running out of options. Like at this point, it almost has to be KD's solution. Just give him the week off. But if I would say one solution to it, and y'all see if this is stupid, I say, remember how back in high school we used to do the 5-on-5-on-5, where it's like you got to get a stop, then you get to go on offense, and if you score, you get to go back down. That's about it at this point, and then set it to like everything 1s and 2s first team to like 21 or something. And that way, like all the players get on the court as well. Like if y'all lose that 5-on-5 rep, the next 5 sub in, and then they on the court. You got to get a stop or you got to get a score. Like that's the only other, because what other thing can they do at this point? They done tried the score limit. They done tried playing a full game. They done tried changing the teams up. Nothing makes anybody happy. So if it's not another solution, it is truly what Katie said. Just make it vacation. Because it's not like these players want to be playing. Shoot, you saw Paul George put up 2 points before All-Star break. His ass out in the islands with his girl. Like, ain't nothing happened.
I don't even read.
What if, okay, this may be dumb. So here's the thing, though. I don't think they should do anything that they haven't already done. I think they should just go back to regular East and West. First off, that'd be the game format. But I feel like there should be the way to win the game. Like, okay, so you play the first 3 quarters or you play to whatever number, whatever. But then, like, I feel like you need to get a series of buckets to win. That may be dumb, but it's like, okay, if you want to, so you score your 40 points or, y'all played 3 quarters. Now we're in the 4th quarter. In this last series, whether it be the 4th quarter to win the game, like, y'all need to make a total of 5 threes and like 6 dunks. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like that something like that would be like, okay, I'm gonna actually go contest him at the rim. I'm gonna actually guard him on the perimeter so he don't get this 3 off. Just by doing, I don't know. It kind of, because the money thing not gonna happen. Like, it ain't gonna be significant enough to where somebody gonna care. And then
$1 million to these
$1 million,
that's pocket change.
Yeah. And then the first seed in the playoff thing, I don't agree with that, because then what are we watching the regular season for? Or home team advantage, or home court advantage, like that just don't make no sense. But there has to be something like on the court, like, hey, you got to actually stop this guy from doing this on the court. I feel like that'll make it easier for like the competition to come forth. But then again, at the end of the day, it can still be like, shoot that hoe. We'll see if you make it.
Yeah,
I'll bet mine against yours, and they just going back and forth doing that.
I'm not mad at it, but you see how we just brainstormed this? Like this shit really just sounds stupid.
It just sounds stupid. Like, why we can't just hoop?
so hear me out. The solution: scrap all that shit. Let's go, king of the court. Screw the All-Star game no more. Let's do the one-on-one tournament. At least we can see actual hoops. And there were some, like, I know not all players are gonna do this because some of their egos be too big. But there were some guys that said they would be committed to that this weekend. Kyrie, Harden, Lillard, Wemby said Giannis said he would do it. That would be good hoops. I would much rather see 1-on-1 than 5-on-5 with them jogging up and down the court, just doing some BS. Because that be stuff on the line for real.
Is it positionless?
I feel like it gotta be. I would like
so
to see.
So you do a Wemby versus a Kyrie matchup if that were to happen?
Yeah, because I mean, as much as it sounds like, Wemby should win that, Kyrie probably beats Wemby.
It gotta be. I think it gotta be like bigs versus bigs and like guards versus.
I was saying that, but that's I think
cool until you get a Wemby. Until you get a Wemby versus a. I mean, he's not gonna ever be an All-Star, but like a Wemby versus DeAndre Ayton, like that, then it's like it's not gonna be.
But that's where
Wemby versus Bam.
But that's okay. So that's why I posed the question the way I did in the group chat. I think there's rules you can implement to where making it positionless makes it easier. So there is no rebound. It's because if you playing true king of the court, there ain't no rebound your own minute. You get one shot.
Yeah.
And then it's really up to them usually how I play it'd be 3 dribbles. Sometimes they do that. Sometimes it'd be like 7, 8 seconds. They NBA players. They can do it in 3 dribbles. It don't matter. But whichever they want to do, timed or dribbles. Timed, dribbles, 1 shot attempt. If you make it, you take it. If not, you on defense. At that point, it don't matter about size because all you need to get is that 1 stop. We talking about the most skilled dudes in the league. Kyrie get that 1 stop on a Wemby.
You think Kyrie getting a stop on Wemby?
I think he could.
No.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing with that. It's like I don't want to see.
You think Wemby could get a stop on Kyrie in open court just 1-on-1 though? Because that's very tough to do.
I know he do.
I think he get one. I think he can get a stop more than I think Kyrie could.
I mean, we saw it. No, we saw it in the All-Star game. We saw it.
But like,
saw it happen.
Have y'all seen that video of like Donovan like next to like he had like the body cam on and he's next to like bro, it's like he just shooting like at that point he's just shooting over Kyrie the whole time.
Okay,
like, he's
but
just backing him down, just dunking him.
So what would you make the point total to? Because I'm thinking it needs to be 11 1s and 2s.
Yeah. 11 1s and 2s. I think
to make it kind of quick, but not too quick and not too long. At least for the early rounds leading up to 11 1s and 2s. That's probably gonna equate to like a 6 to 10 minute game with them. Because Wemby could definitely just shoot over everybody. But I don't think he's gonna make all 11 threes in a row like that.
But like so look, hold on. Let me. So here's the thing with the king of the court. One, I don't know how many people will do it. If it's as many people that just did this unrivaled thing, that's going to be really hard for the NBA. But I feel like a way to make it easier, like, so what Unrivaled did was cool. It was a great idea. Beast won 20,000 or 200,000. I think Elite Edwards won 75. Somebody won 50, then 25. I think the NBA should do the same deal, but once you make it out your group, you get a certain amount of money. And then once you make it to like the final 4, you get a certain amount of money. And then, first, second, third, fourth get paid out a certain amount of money. That way it'll convince people like, okay, if it's 64 people in this hole, I know I'm not better than 60 of these guys. What am I even playing hard for right now? Like, is it for ego or do I really care about, like, am I humble? Do I really give a shit? Like, it's just all-star.
That's the thing, though. I think, like, because a lot of the, like, there's a difference between 5-on-5 and 1-on-1. A lot of these NBA dudes, like, we just thinking of the stars. Like, who even gets to make it? Because some of these bench guys can run ones and kill.
Right. So that's why I'm thinking.
No problem.
I'm thinking you do like 4 different divisions, but you do them with positions. Like, we want the centers in this division and these center and the wings in this division, the point guards in this division, and maybe just do 3. I don't know. But then, you can't do 3. You got to do 4. But then the best of those best, then that's when we start mixing, I feel like.
So you say point guards, shooting guards, wings, and then centers, forwards, or because how?
So
that's what I'm saying. How do you break up a third?
I think so that depends. So like if you a wing, like for example, like technically Jalen Williams is a power forward, small forward, shooting guard, which doesn't make any sense to me how he's even a power forward. But I guess he did play center for like 20 games, so whatever. He could be a power forward. So he would be in the wings, right? But then somebody like Devin Booker would be a shooting guard. And then somebody like Jason Tatum, he'd probably be a wing. And then a forward would be more like somebody like Aaron Gordon. Like that's more of a forward.
So do you think it's better to then just make a group based off height, like 6'6" and up division, 6 foot through 6'5"?
Probably, but I don't want like a Draymond type player going against Jason Tatum. Like I don't want to watch that type of guy. Like if your game is on a low post, then go against guys on a low post.
That's
I don't know. It's just straight up like Unrivaled. I feel like that's gonna be a hard watch, and it's gonna be hard still to make the NBA players want to commit to it.
Would this be like only like all stars, or like what is like?
That was my next question. What's the criteria? Because I honestly, like, I was thinking maybe logistic wise, it might have to be all stars only for the first time, but I definitely want to see other players in the league get an opportunity to do this. Like the same way they be pulling Mac McClung out the G League for every dunk contest. I want to see some players plucked off the bench to go 1-on-1. I want to see. I want to see Bones Highland go up against some of these guys. 1-on-1.
How many All-Stars is it like total? Like what is the count?
24, 12,
24, 24, 12 and 12.
So that's what I was thinking. Like maybe you
so what if you give them like
12 players?
Well, I was gonna say, what if you do an
All-Star bracket and a regular bracket?
No. If you do everybody that signed up, whatever, right? But then you give the All-Stars a bye. I don't know how many people you. So what if you just did a tournament of 48? I guess you just did a 48 tournament, and the All-Stars were the other 24. Those first 48 go right. They're in the round of 24, but now it's still again the first 48 because the All-Stars come in. Then you do round of 24, round of 12, round of 6.
So like, what if like someone like okay, like say like more than 48 people sign up? Like, how would you pick them? Like,
no, ain't no more than 48. I feel like at that point now you can actually bring in talent because respectfully, like if Kyle Anderson sign up, I don't want to watch him. Like,
it can't be no sign up. The NBA,
you gotta pick
committee or whatever will have to pick them.
You gotta,
and then players will have to reject it, and then be. But that's what I'm saying. So, what is the criteria? Because I feel like you said, 24 spots got to be locked for All Stars. I don't expect all 24 to do it, but then does it go points per game? Like,
yes, it does. It does go points per game. You already know. It does go points per game. It does.
Okay.
It does. And that's crazy because, like, if you like a 7th, 8th man on a bench, but you want to be an All-Star, you want to go to this deal and work your name. You gonna come off that bench and you gonna compete. Damn.
So here's what I'm thinking. We're just brainstorming, spitballing here. So because part of they're saying like maybe cut down All-Star weekend because like by the time we get to Sunday, people just be kind of tired of it.
Yeah, Sunday's the worst day to watch that shit.
It is, but most of it's all money too. So they dragging it on so they can keep making more and more money. Mm-hmm. So why don't Friday be a pool of G League players and a pool of bench players in a bracket? Boom. Okay. Maybe top 4 from that get to advance to Saturday. Saturday be your next set of players where it's like, oh, these the top whatever, the next group after the All-Stars, they play them. Another 4 or however you want to break it up, advance. And then Sunday is what we came to see for. The people who made it through them first 2 rounds that prove that they get an opportunity for this. And then the All-Stars who signed on to do it. And then Sunday, it's the, championship bracket. Like I said, first games can either be like 7 or 11, so we get through them. So you start this thing way earlier for one, not at 7 o'clock at night. Start it in the afternoon. So we can finish it at a decent time.
Oh no, they don't be liking that, bro. They be having stuff they be trying to do. They be getting, that's what I'm saying. Getting paid during the weekend, like doing visits and pop-ups and show-ups.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Friday, Saturday, they still get their time to do all their brand shit like they usually be doing. This is for the guys who trying to go chase an extra check because to them it really mattered. The All-Stars, it don't. So they get their rest. They don't got to do all that. Sunday is when they come in. And then Sunday they have their bracket. And then boom, winner, however you want to do it. Winner gets $5 million. I don't know. Like, it's hard to do monetary stuff because, like we said, these guys, it's not like money is the biggest thing.
Winner need to get like 20. Winner need to get like 20 million, bro.
It need to be winner.
I know they could do that.
It need to be winner take all. It need to be it's gonna make people. It's gonna make people go crazy.
It can't, bro.
It's gonna make them go crazy. Winner take all.
Only
one person get the money.
Nah. Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what this money feel like. I ain't never look. If Lord willing, I touch a mill. Lord willing, I touch a mill in life. But I mean, if I'm Jason Tatum or I'm Jaylen Brown, I'm making $50 million a year. Like, how hurt am I gonna be if I don't get that 20? Like, am I really gonna want to? Like, you should, right? Like, it's like telling somebody.
You to go to the local gym and go play a one-on-one tournament for $200. Like, $200 be cool, but it's like you're not pressed for that.
Right. Okay, cool. Okay, so like
you'd love to have an extra $200 for nothing, but it's like if I lose, man, I make that.
Yeah, like dang, I wish I could have got it, but I'm gonna make that. At
And
some
that's where
point,
it's like,
yeah.
okay, so, but you see, we just brainstormed about this for like 15, 20 minutes. And we still like, man, no, that kind of stupid. That could be good. That's stupid.
No,
And now,
it's a good idea. It's a
well,
good.
no, it
It's just
is.
all about
I'm
that
saying,
money. It's the incentive at the end of the day.
but now you see what Adam Silver is tasked with.
And that's what I was trying to say last night on
And
Twitter,
people
bro.
keep getting mad at him. And it's like, bro,
Like, y'all
anybody
asking
can
him to
talk
do
about
something
it.
you don't want.
Yeah, and everybody will find the issue with something down the line. So it's like, bro, just shut up and don't watch it if it matters that much to
Literally
you.
what I was saying.
Or just accept
Y'all mad at him, be mad at your favorite players, bro. It is their choice to go out there and do what they choose to do. All Adam can do is set it up.
And honestly, like Cam said the other day, I don't think we ever really had a problem because that All-Star game in 2020, that was a good-ass All-Star game. It was close.
It was cool.
The money was on the line. They were hooping. The last couple of years has been blowouts. That's it.
Just play for charity again. I mean, that's the only thing I can really think of that's gonna make them.
That's when they really don't care.
They be that's when 2020 was the last time.
At the end of the day, but at the end of the day, both teams still win money to give to the charity. It's just not as much as the other. I think it only meant that much to them because it was LeBron hometown, and he was the lead. Like he leads by example.
It was the fact. It was the Kobe thing too.
It was the Kobe thing also. Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. But no, I mean, I'm just saying, if LeBron went on that court every single time and was like putting his head down and going, bro, people gonna follow suit, bro. That's just how I go. That's just how I go.
I think 22 was a good one also.
It was.
Where was that one at? Was that the one in New York?
It was one in Toronto, and then it was one.
Was that in Houston? Didn't we just have one?
Houston did have one.
I want to say that was Houston.
It was one in Toronto that was really good. That was the one with Aaron Gordon, Zach LaVine. They had that dunk contest, and then it was another one. Then it was another one.
That was the second time doing it, or the first time?
I think that's like their first time in like however many years, whatever.
Well, you know, and I'll say this too. What leads up to the All-Star
game?
No,
that was in Ohio in 2022. My bad.
Okay, Ohio.
But Team LeBron won 163 to 160 versus Team. It was a great game.
Right. Yeah, no, it was. It was very fun to watch.
I don't know why motherfuckers hit the panic button. It was just the other ones were just blowouts. It just be like that sometimes.
It'd be like that.
I think,
like I said, people was talking about Jordan's last game. They got waxed. It was like 143 to 109 or something like that.
But what leads up to the All-Star game though is important too. Like when Stephen Clay was doing the 3-point contest, like we wanted to watch them do that during the All-Star game, right? When Zach and Aaron Gordon was doing the dunk contest, we wanted to watch that happen later. And so like if your dunk contest, your 3-point contest, and then I don't know if I'm late or maybe I just never watched on Friday. When the hell did the skills challenge begin? Like, when did that happen? Like, when it's always been a thing.
It's become more of a thing the last 5 years. It started off as it was just like literal players, like just doing it. Then they kind of changed it up and made it a team thing. And then what was it? 1 year, a couple of years ago, I think they had like a shooting competition.
Yeah, they had like a half court shit.
Yeah, and then they switched it back to just the skills challenge, but now it's a team.
So they need to just absolutely get rid of that shit. Like that is the worst way to start All-Star weekend. Nobody wants to watch that shit. Respectfully, like do that off camera. Like I don't know, let only the people that's there that paid to see that. I'd rather watch something else. I don't know what else I'd rather watch, but not that. I always skip Friday because I don't care.
And that's why I'm saying maybe Friday. Because honestly, I get it. It's a money thing too, optics. They got that little celebrity All-Star game. I guess you could still have that BS. But
it's not good no more.
It's not. But just say they keep it. But after that, that's what I'm saying. Start it the first round of the little tournament, but make it the players who got something to gain and put some real money on the line because they will start hooping and it'll wake people up to be like, I be talking shit about bench players, but they're still better than 99.9% of people in the world at basketball.
Yeah.
Like, just do it. Put a couple million on the line for G League and some bench players. They're going to go hoop for that.
Yeah.
Then raise the stakes for Saturday. Okay, maybe it's 2 million Friday, Saturday is 5 million. Sunday, when it's all said, $10 million pot.
10 mil for sure. 10 mil. Okay, I kind of like your idea.
And
like
it could be winner takes all, but maybe like Cam said, like you break it down. Like maybe winner gets 7.5, loser 2.5 at that point. Make it still worthwhile. For the first day, if it's gonna be $2 million pot, 1.5 mil to the winner, 500K to the loser.
And you know what? With that Friday and the Saturday deal with like the G League bench players, and then I think you said the next day was like, what'd you say the next day was?
It would be I guess not necessarily bench players, but like role players who are pretty
just
good.
like snubs.
Yeah,
snubs. Okay. Yeah, so I like that. And I feel like each day should consist of like an overall winner, but the top 4, like you said, should still advance to the next day. Because there need to be like, I'm not gonna watch that whole tournament and be like, oh, those 4 guys won. Like F that. I want to see who the king of they hill, right? Yeah. And then those top 4, whether you obviously the main winner, then the loser, and then the second runner up, and the third runner up, they go up. Okay, I like that idea.
And then maybe you can even start adding stuff as something like how Eric was saying, like, okay, Norman Powell technically got, if he had an all-star incentive, he didn't get that because the Braun situation. If one of these guys that was snubbed somehow end up in the top 4, win this thing, they get the all-star nomination next to their name and whatever comes with that. Give it to them because they just earned that. If they gonna beat all-stars to get through to that, like, let's make it like real incentives on the line for real. Like more than just the money. Like, let's start putting people rep on the line.
Damn, that's some whole. That's kind of
like imagine they got all-star patch on your jersey and like you lose the game and they just snatch that shit off as you walk off the court.
No, so but imagine this though. Imagine you say you Trae Young or whatever, and you get snubbed, and it's all over social media. Man, he would have got 50 million this year had he not got snubbed, right? And then you watching all this, you an all-star yourself, so you playing in the tournament or whatever, you got to go against Trae Young. You know if he beat you, he gonna get 50 mil, but if you win, you just get a 20 mil. You gonna hold him like that? Like, he need that, bro.
It get grimy.
That'd be crazy, bro. That'd be crazy.
I'm saying, you got to do that. Maybe you got to look at put all these IG influencers, these dudes be upset with all in the front row, so they feel even more pressed to perform because they ego. I don't know.
I like that. I need that to happen. We need some drama in the NBA, bro. The WNBA got all the drama, bro. We need some drama. Yeah.
Because I mean, like this, that be some true. That's where you obviously we see their skill in their games, but that's when true skill shows up in a one-on-one. Like you get to see some of these dudes in a whole new light. Because like we said, most of these dudes they have to play their role on the NBA team. Most of them all of them have bags. Like we see what was it, a clip that dropped a couple years ago? Mitchell Robinson at some just open gym run.
A
whole bag, step back, everything. But you would never guess that. You would never when Mitchell Robinson missed your rebound prop at 9.5, and people on Twitter call he terrible. He the worst player ever.
Kinda calling. He was like, come on, bro.
But if he walk into a regular gym, next Mitchell Robinson going tween behind the back, step back 3, and you like, hold up,
bro.
Where's this in the NBA game?
They could be the same height, same build as him, and he's still gonna cook them.
He's gonna cook them.
It really is about skill at the end of the day.
Like, I think at this point, like, all I'm saying, what does it hurt? And like I said, you're only taking the players that truly want to do this. So if people want to sit out, cool. Go ahead, sit out. But it's gonna be some hoopers that want to get on this for the love of the game. KD gonna be there, I feel like, for the love of the game.
He be in the park. He be in the public park doing that.
You saw him crying on
New York?
Yeah, exactly.
I need to watch
on the Netflix.
Is it Court of Gold or something like that?
Court of Gold. Yeah, I'm definitely tuning into that later after this. But yeah, no, that's definitely that's different. People be doing that for real. So that's.
But you know what they can't do, Bryce? They can't say something like it don't matter what they do. Whatever they do next, whether it be this or not, they can't just like throw it on everybody. They have to introduce it.
Yeah, no, they have
You know
to.
what I
That's
mean?
what I'm saying. You got to start
Yeah,
small. So what I said,
very
like the whole,
small. Yeah,
probably can't do that.
that's
So
the
next
end
year,
game.
that's the end game. But next
Yeah.
year, it got to start with the all, because like you said, the star players have to get it. Like everybody. So start next year with the all stars. And technically, if you wanted to, you can still do the whole all star game if you just want to. But do this as an event at the very least, just to
Mhm.
get some extra thing. Because I'm not gonna lie, Mac McClung did his damn thing. Like he jumped over a whole fucking car, not the
Yeah.
hood of it, the
Yeah.
whole car.
Yeah.
That's the K5. You know, that's literally my car. I walked
Yeah.
outside this morning. I was just
Looked at
looking
that. I
outside.
was like,
I was like,
dang.
I'm like, man, how did he not kill himself jumping over this and dunking a basketball? But at the same time, I'm good on a dunk contest. How many more dunks can we see that we ain't seen before?
Yeah.
So if people truly hate it, change something up. And if they don't like it, okay, like Katie said, we doing a whole week vacation. No hoops. Just let these players relax. It is what it is. Because someone's not gonna be happy at the end of the day.
Well, nothing's gonna ever like. I feel like guys probably watch. The last people that watched Vince Carter do a dunk, right? They're probably like, nobody. The dunk contest never gonna be good again. Then you watch Zach LaVine and Aaron Gordon do their dunk contest. You're like, oh my god, how do you top that? And when would it happen?
You can get creative though, because like nobody's seen like what Aaron Gordon did with like the mascot on the hoverboard going around.
He should have won off that alone.
And then like him sitting, literally, he's literally setting it. That's like the greatest dunk.
Oh yeah,
he should have won off that alone.
That dunk right there was hands down the greatest dunk I've ever seen in my life.
Bro, I used to go to Jumping World and watch kids doing that on the trampoline. Like I never seen nobody do that ever before until Aaron Gordon did it.
Bro, literally sat down in air. So I mean, you like, there's still like other creative ways to do it. They just have to get star players to get in the dunk contest. So it has to be some star players, bro. Like Ja Morant, like saying like, okay, Ja, you saying it, you have to actually come because you're a star player, bro. You have to come. Zach LaVine, you're not really a star. Well, I don't know. You're a great dunker. You're like one of the best dunkers ever. So you gotta come. AG gotta come. What, bro?
God damn, dog.
What? Well, I had a
pause on that, bro.
What I say? I don't even know what I said.
Oh, bro, Chris Child, you should just see this face.
Well, because he said it the first time, I was just like, I let it slide. But then the second time was more violent. So I was like, all right, bro.
What I say?
You said.
What the fuck I say?
Telling all these dudes to.
Like,
they gonna be there, bro. They gonna be there. God damn. Like, they on the way. They on the way.
Bro, what?
You like, Ja, you said you do it. Ja, you gotta come. AG, you gotta come.
Oh my god, bro. Yeah, I need all y'all to come. Goddamn, all y'all.
All right.
The first one, I was cool. As soon as you said, AG, you gotta come, Chris was like,
yeah, bro. Yeah, you doing a lot. But
that was crazy.
Oh. I don't know. I mean, maybe they can make it better. I don't know, dude. I just feel like at this point, Dunk's starting to look similar, even if you do a new one.
It is. And like Stephon Castle, he was doing some good ass dunks. It was just Matt McClung was doing some crazy shit.
And people doing this stuff on social media. Yeah, they doing it. So people seem like, oh, I saw my other influencer do that.
But it's like no one gives a fuck about them though. Like no one cares about like the influencers like Duncan. If Zach LaVine or like an Ant was doing that, people would care. But like no one cares like if an influencer like would do it.
I don't know. They be doing some crazy dunks. So like I judge the dunk contest dunks off them dunks.
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh, I've seen cooler. And then also, I don't know, bro. Like they can't be missing.
That's nothing.
You can't miss your dunk, bro.
You can't miss dunk.
And if you make it,
second try.
Yeah, and if you make it, it needs to be like a big penalty.
What's dude's name on Chicago? Buzelis? How you say it?
Yeah, Buzelis.
Yeah. When he started off the way he did, I was like, bro, come on now. After the third time, do a different dunk. Get something. Just go dunk it.
He gave up. I'm like, why you just give up like that?
Yeah, they can't be missing, bro.
But that's what I'm saying. Like when you start off with that energy, it's like, okay, this ain't gonna hit the way it's supposed to because you just starting off on the wrong foot. But that's what I'm saying. Like I'm not saying you got to completely remove it, but I wouldn't be mad if they tried something different because I'm not pressed for a dunk contest anymore at this point. Like it is what it is. Like I would rather see if players are willing to do it, and they said they are. But like we said, it just depends on them, the stars. If there's 20 players that are arguably top 30 players in the league that want to do a one-on-one tournament, do it. It'll be way better than anything we've had the last couple years. Better than the skills competition, better than the three-point contest, better than the dunk competition, better than the All-Star game. 20 or so top players, king of the court, make it, take it, one shot, 7 seconds on the clock, or 3 dribbles, however you prefer. Go at it for millions of dollars.
You know what I want? I want, and I don't know how long we've been on this, but I want the NBA to find like 6 little teams, just like somewhere, some urban ass city, 6 little teams, and just set up a slam ball tournament with some money at the end. Like I need to see people get ready to fight. It's like, bro, we just got invited by the NBA All-Star Weekend. We gotta, bro. Hey, slam ball used to have some highlights.
The problem is they wouldn't do that. They would just do the same influencers we watch.
Oh, I don't want to watch them, bro.
They would be
already rich.
AMP versus RDC World slam ball match.
That's the problem, bro. See, Bow Wow was cold. Y'all seen Justin Bieber highlights? He was hooping.
Yeah, he was cold.
You feel me?
Shoot, even Kevin Hart, 4-time celebrity All-Star MVP.
And then I'm tired of the NBA inviting the WNBA players to the celebrity game. I think that shit's highly disrespectful. Not gonna cap.
Yeah, that is kind of.
I think it's very disrespectful. It's very disrespectful. The celebrities, WNBA players being in the celebrity All-Star game. That shit.
But that's them accepting it though. They want to come.
I mean, they probably get a little bag for it, but it's just like, come on, bro.
I would say, would that be an event?
Bitch, don't come. I'm sorry, but it's like still though, bro. Like
we gotta end the podcast.
I'm gonna be on the right side of it. I'm on the right side of history.
INISPOD Podcast is not responsible for the comments Cam just made. Those are his own
thoughts. He really said that. That's crazy. That's crazy.
But what about an event where like fans play players? I don't know if players will ever take it, but like not necessarily fans, but some people who be talking like big like some influencers that be like, oh, I can beat these dudes one-on-one. Like, what if they set up a little tourney for them to get cooked?
No, they won't even take it serious. Like the players won't take it
serious. Players be allowing people to do that, but you gotta pay them for them. They don't play for free.
Look, all I'm saying is we done talked about this for 30, 40 minutes.
Ain't got no answers.
No, I would hate to be Adam Silver, bro. And just he got to think about this shit for a whole year and try to plan all this stuff in advance.
Yeah.
And money is involved. Like big money is involved.
Big money, yeah.
And you got user 12345 on Twitter like, oh, I hate the All-Star game. This shit is so stupid. Like
whole time that nigga like 6 years old. They be children, bro. They do be children.
They really do. I see something earlier today. It was like, I know some of these accounts are children because how are you a Celtics fan and LeBron fan? If you was, that would never happen.
Yeah.
So
because the Celtics fans, I know back then they would have called LeBron up. They would have called him up.
They still will.
It's a different time. It's a different time for sure. But hey, we tried to bring y'all some solutions. I don't know, man. All-Star might just be cooked, and it might just be that is what it is, and we just move on.
Look at the NFL; they're doing all right with they Pro Bowl flag football. That shit,
that shit is hella weak. That shit is hella weak.
Man, I don't even watch
lifting walls up. I don't even know what be happening.
Me neither.
They got too many though, as well. They got I don't feel like it should be that many.
Yeah, But like I said, it's hilarious because that was what, like 3 weeks ago, and you seen all the talk around that, like, oh, like players who ain't really Pro Bowlers in this game because other players don't want to come. Like this is terrible. And you flip it to the NBA, it's like, how dare these players sit out? Why can't the other players that aren't really all stars get their all star? It's like people truly will just be pissed about anything nowadays. Yeah. Never happy, just miserable. I just can't live like that, man. I just can't live like that at all.
My life is great.
What you say, Kim? The LeBron mode? I mean, I'm going back. My life is great. Y'all got to go back to a miserable life. Not me.
That picture, he's like, I can't believe it's my life right now.
LeBron was pissed after. You can tell they had LeBron, man. He said that. I was like, oh my God, LeBron, chill.
He basically said, y'all broke? I'm not. Tomorrow you're going to wake up broke again.
That's pretty much
I would not be that.
Brown was over it, man.
We cannot relate. We will never relate. Hey, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. But post NBA All-Star now, we kick it into the final 27-game stretch of the regular season, man. And I got to know what is one, or if you got multiple, what is one hot take or, bold statement you want to make that you think happens within this final stretch of the season? I want me to start off because I got mine ready to go.
Yeah.
As bad as it sounds, and a lot of people are going to be like, bro, really? Some people will hate it. But I think it would just be, you just truly have to appreciate greatness. I think we are about to end up with, if they don't match up beforehand, I think we're about to end up with a Western Conference Finals of Lakers versus Warriors. LeBron versus Curry again. They keep trying to move on from this face of the league. These players are getting old, and here they are yet again, fueled by their trades at the deadline. Jimmy Butler with the Warriors, Luka with the Lakers.
I'm gonna let you carry because you in my hot take before you was gonna be Golden State's going to jump up to about the 4th or 5th seed.
Yeah, I don't.
So
I thought it was like on paper when it happened. I was like, Jimmy. But then in the back of my mind, I was like, well, if Jimmy is like, if he's really just been, playing like he has been because of everything going on, and like now he's happy and he could just flip that switch and be Jimmy, you still have arguably one of the greatest players in the league right now in Steph. I know he's older, but he's not losing his touch. He done scored like 25 plus the last 5-6 games now. The only thing stopping him is Draymond. He's the only thing that stands in the way.
Literally.
His attitude and his play. Triple single. But if he goes stand there and pass the ball to Curry, pass it to Butler, who's really standing in their way in the West as of right now? Besides, OKC's the only one I would say is formidable.
No, literally, like I said earlier, the Warriors they're the scariest team to me right now. It was the Mavs before AD went down. I don't know when he'll be back. I don't know if he'll be back. Obviously, seeding plays a big part. And as of right now, Golden State sits at 10. It sets them up to be around that 8th. And if not 8th, it sets them up to be in that 5 and 6. That's second round. That's it. That's second round if we stay where we at. So it's like the Warriors are a scary team. I think they went 3-1 after they got Jimmy, and then we went on the All-Star break or something like that. And we know what Jimmy does. We seen what he did. Come on.
What are the Heat doing right now?
Bro, I mean, they ain't looking too bad, but they ain't. I mean, they actually where they supposed to be at. This is where they be at around this time, right?
But they're not looking like contenders.
They're not going to do it yet. They're not going to do it. But that boy Jimmy took an 8th seed Miami Heat. Or was it 7th seed, 8th seed?
No, it was 8th.
To the finals.
He the reason Giannis was up there talking about is no failure. It's success. It's steps to success.
He got the best point guard in league history on his team.
Exactly. And for the flip side, why I say the Lakers too, look, I get it. They don't necessarily have the big man you would want, but just listen to me here. The two players in NBA history where you can like literally go look at their stats and be like, when they go to the playoffs, it's like they take their game to a whole new level. LeBron and Luka now on one team. And you telling me LeBron woke up Sunday? It was like, I don't think my foot is good enough to go to play in the All-Star game. Why would he do that?
Nah, he knew that.
Because I'm saying he's truly trying to preserve himself because he feels like, you know what?
Yeah.
This run is now really doable because I have a guy that can go get it and I don't have to do it all alone no more. I can give him the ball, get out the way, and let him cook. Who's really going to stop the Lakers right now in the West? And playoff time. I'm not talking about regular season because they're going to have their lackadaisical nights. But when it comes playoff basketball, LeBron goes 0 dark 30 if he's healthy. If Luka is healthy, that is Kyrie and Braun on steroids.
I'm just saying you just answered your own question.
Who goes themselves?
Yeah, that's all it is, and that's the best. That's the best enemy to have, personally.
Exactly.
Ain't no better enemy to have. But the enemy is a strong enemy. It's a strong enemy. My only concern with the Lakers is we know who Luka is. We watch who Luka is. How long until he becomes who they need him to be? Because you got 27 games. And you probably can get through the first round, whether it's the play-in. No, they should be the play-in. You probably can get through the first round still kind of playing not how we want you to play yet. But when you get to that second round, Luka needs to be at least 75% of who he was in Dallas. How long till we see him get there? You got 27 games left.
I know it's a projection, but I think he'll be just that, if not more. Like, I think he'll be healthy. And, like I think LeBron, like, people keep talking about, like, oh, how will LeBron fare? LeBron has been trying to pass the mantle for the last 3 years to Anthony Davis, who would not take it. He would not take it. It's like the mantle had cootie or something. AD was not taking the mantle. LeBron will happily hand that off to Luka and be like, Luka, you, like he told him, go beat Luka. Don't fit the fuck out. That's literally word for word what he said. Luka will do his thing, and then it's like, oh, Luka needs a break. He's killing. Oh, we're just going to give the ball to LeBron James, the greatest player of all time, arguably. You go cook. Like that's literally what's about to happen in the playoffs. And when they're in the playoff mode, I just truly don't think, as long as they're both healthy, it's one thing to beat them in a 7-game series. I just don't see teams in the West as of right now being able to do that consistently. Like, you probably get 1 to 2 games off of them. But when they're locked in, I don't see you beating them in 7 games. Who would do it? Like, I'm when I'm thinking,
there's only one team that there's only one team that would do it, and because you got to give them the respect because they've been doing it.
Oh, the Nuggets?
Yeah, but that's the only team. And AD's not there to stink it up against Jokic.
And that's what I'm saying. That's my one thing. It's like, oh, you can't guard Jokic. It's like, okay, the Nuggets have never been able to guard LeBron, but now you throw into who's going to guard Luka?
But sometimes it's not even, for whatever reason, bro. Sometimes it's not even the personnel. It's just the monkey on your back. Like, I don't know what, you know what I mean? Like, look at, like, I mean, at the end of the day, obviously my Cowboys are not good. But when we had Green Bay that first round, come on. Everybody was talking about Dez. Everybody was talking about Dez dropping that ball. We 8 years later, eight, 7 years later, like, it's just sometimes it's just it's everything that goes around it.
It is, but I think while you're saying that, I think the Lakers got the monkey. Our monkeys know. I'm not calling them monkeys. Just want to clarify that. But I think they got the monkey. I think they got the monkey off their back. They got rid of D'Lo and AD. Those are the two players that
they don't get the monkey off their back till they beat Denver.
And they would. I think they would, because I don't think they would have an answer for Luka.
You should.
That's where I'm like, okay, like, they don't have a big necessarily to guard Jokic, but with Luka, you are now enabled to throw LeBron on Jokic sometimes. Not saying he's going to stop him, but he can make it very hard. But obviously that tires Braun out, so then he can't do anything on offense. A couple years ago,
y'all got Jared Bent. They got Jared. Y'all got Jared and Rui.
Yeah, they do. So you can throw constant body. But now I'm saying, like, a couple years ago when LeBron had 31 in the first half, and that when they got swept, and it was like he just needed someone else, but no one else could get a bucket and help him. And when they threw him on Jokic, he was just gassed. He too old. Throw LeBron for certain stints on Jokic. Okay, LeBron, you don't have to take the offense no more. Luka, here's the ball. Do what you do. Because Luka gonna draw all the attention when he gets cooking. Kick out. It's easy. So that's what I'm like. People like, oh, like how would they make it work? They're two of the greatest offensively skilled players we've ever seen in history. They'll be just fine on that front. The only issue is defense. They'll make it work. And people,
I just need to see Luka have that game first. I need to see him have that game. I need to see him in the yellow, in the purple, have that game. I don't know when he gonna have it.
A week from now. What do you say, Kim?
February 25th.
February 25th is coming.
That's when it's gonna.
They play Dallas.
That's when everything.
Everything changes.
And look, after that game,
you called me a fat piece of shit. Oh,
now look,
it's a 6 game home stretch right there.
I'm gonna say this too because I don't want it to be like what's the word? Like absolute. Like if he don't have that game, but it's just kind of like an okay game, that's okay too, right? He just can't stink it up. He cannot stink. He's not allowed to stink it up. He cannot go.
I don't think he's gonna have like the Luka game, but I think he's gonna have a solid 25 plus 8 assists, 8 rebounds.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
And it will be a glimpse into when LeBron and Luka are on the court, it's like, well, our one hope is we're gonna have to outscore them. Because also what I didn't even talk about, what factors into this, Austin Reeves is probably the best third option on a team in NBA.
Yeah, there's no probably, bro. I don't think there's anybody else.
Exactly. So you're not even factoring Austin Reeves gonna have a couple games where it's like, why does Austin Reeves have 25? We weren't accounting for that. But that's gonna happen because he's gonna get more open looks once Luka is back into his Luka mode. It's like once you truly think about it and stop putting like the what ifs in your head and just be like, okay, straight hoops. What's gonna happen in a 7-game series when you have to repeatedly be great? There's not too many teams that will stop them. I give Denver a chance, but I don't think they could. I'll give OKC a chance. I think y'all could beat them, but y'all would still have to go out and do that. And then, like I said, the team I think they'll meet in the conference finals, if they don't meet them beforehand, it'd be the Warriors. And we would have one final, Curry LeBron series, and it'd be like, man, y'all people just got to stop hating. These dudes 36-40 still killing the league when youngins are supposed to take over. Like it just would be like
if the playoffs, if they started today, it'd be Houston and LA. And then,
I didn't even know that, but I was just about to say, like, y'all tell me to believe in the Rockets. If we match up with the Lakers in the first round, we're losing 4-1.
Yeah,
we're gonna win we'll win the first game, and people will be hyped, and they're gonna sweep us after that.
Yeah, but that's just experience.
It is.
Yeah, that's just experience. But then say we were to beat, whoever came out to play in AFC, whatever, then we would get the Lakers in the second round. So in my perfect world, like, I don't know, bro. Lakers, bro. They got to get out that 4th and 5th seed. Like, I don't want them there. I definitely don't want Golden State in the 8th. Like, I just need them guys to either move up or move down. Like, but right now they're literally positioned to do what you're talking about. If you look at the seeding, you can have LA beat the number 1 seed and then play a lower seed Golden State, or you can have Golden State go up to a higher seed and have LA drop some.
And the crazy,
because I don't think Memphis is a real threat.
I don't think they are either. But
I don't see the Clippers
both Golden State and Los Angeles probably end the year on streaks. Like, they probably go into the playoffs pretty hot.
I think the only way you beat the Lakers is if the series prior they went 6 or 7. I think the Lakers do need to get that shit done. Like, they can't mull on it, especially considering they're not going to be home court for most of it. It looks like.
But that's what I'm saying, man. Like, I get people want to rag on Luka. I know he has some deficiencies, the defense, the effort, all that. But also,
he was really good last year in the playoffs.
But I'm saying, he's always good in the playoffs. And when it's a clinching game, if there's anybody who's the personification of belt to ass, when like you can clinch that day, it's Luka. He gonna kill. So if you end up in a spot where Lakers up 3-1, Luka, that's right. It don't have to be on LeBron's back no more. Luka, go finish this shit. He gonna go finish it. And people will circle back to this in June, and people gonna be like, I just didn't see this working. But and then there are gonna be people like that, but then there's gonna be people who flip and be like, oh, it's LeBron and Luka. Of course. Like they should have done this. It's like, no. When this happened, everybody's like, I don't know, see how them two gonna work. But when it works, people gonna be like, wow.
So you wanna know. So I will say this. On many teams, I think that works 100%. Like LeBron, you focus on this, Luke, you focus on that. I will say and I'm gonna give Houston their respect too. OKC, Houston, and I kind of want to say Memphis too. It's got to be both of them the whole time.
Oh, it will be.
It's got to be like there is no handoff. Like they need to both be trying to kill. Because if you even show a glimpse that they're only focusing on letting him do this and him do that, them teams are gonna make it hard and they're gonna make them guys tired. And last thing you want is LeBron to get tired, because then it really is just a Luka show, which Luka can do it, but the game plan is to have them both so they can really do it and make.
Oh yeah, no, I think truly like Luka can handle like the majority of it, and then LeBron gets to not coast but coast essentially. And when it comes time to close, you got Game 5 through Game 7 of Kyrie and LeBron, but 2.0. It's just gonna be magical watching them. Like it's gonna be like shit. You can't stop it.
Cam, what are your thoughts? I mean, this is your king. This is your goat.
Oh, you know he agreed. He said,
I'm not. I just want to know where his head is at.
It's over, bro. Like,
I know.
It's over.
I knew it.
You give. I know he's 40, but you give LeBron the second best player in the world at his age, and then you got shooter. Like at Luka's age. I mean, and then you got shooters around him. Like you got AR. You still got Connect. I mean, what Gabe Vince, I know everybody said who Gabe Vince, he's not really all that, but he's been hooping lately. You got Dorian. I mean, we got guys. Lakers have guys that can, compete in, been in those type of situations or whatever. But like Bryce was saying, it's gonna be beautiful to watch. Everybody been talking about, they don't have a big this, don't have a big that. Jackson Hayes.
He's been better than I thought he was going to be.
If UT does one thing good, they know how to get bigs into the league, and they know how to produce big men. And Jackson Hayes, he's an athletic big. He's above average free throw shooter. So when he gets fouled, he going to the line. He going to make his free throws or whatever. And I'm not, honestly, like, I've not been shitting on Luka's defense, but watching him like the 2 or 3 games he played, I think it's 2 games, JJ Redick don't play that shit. When I watch Luka play defense, I'm like, bro, he's like getting in his stance now. He's like actually playing defense, and you can tell like they're kind of like helping him like on defense. Like they're kind of like it's like they all on like one string pretty much. Like I don't know, like it's just like it's weird to watch. Like it's like they all like helping like Luka. Like they're not letting Luka like get beat on defense. They're not letting him like get cook on defense. Like no, like if someone gets past Luka, a defender is going to be right there. So like I don't know. I feel like that's good to see. But yeah, man. I think it's going to be really good. Once playoff comes and you get like these teams like in 7-game series. I mean, yeah, a couple of games might be blowouts, but if they get to like an elimination game, like a game 6, game 7, and it's crunch time, I'm trusting LeBron James and Luka Doncic to make jumpers over than like these other teams that that star players that they have in the West. But yeah, I like the Lakers' chance. I think it's pretty clear. Everybody hating on them right now, but I think it's pretty clear that it's more than likely it's either gonna be them or OKC. I don't see the Warriors getting there or like
That's
getting
fair. I don't think they made enough noise before the All-Star break, so I think what we see following this week and next week will determine how people really feel about them.
Yeah,
I don't think so either. But that light skinned motherfucker in Golden State
just does it.
He's just gonna do it, and that's what I'm saying. People are gonna be pissed off when it's Lakers versus Warriors, and it's like, bro, they're gonna be like, "Oh, this is why Adam Silver let this trade go through. He rigged it for this stuff to happen."
They just have no. They have no bench at all.
They don't.
Oh yeah,
and that's why it don't make no sense.
Okay.
That's why I can't see them getting past like a team like OKC. I can't see them getting past the Nuggets.
Well, they got past. They got past us without Jimmy Butler. I think without Draymond too. It was just Steph. He dropped 36.
But y'all more experienced now. Like this is a completely better team than last.
Nah. This is
a completely better team than last year.
This was this season. It was the game Chet got hurt.
Oh well, okay. I guess.
Then I think he did it again when we went to the Bay Area. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure.
I thought
we just don't win against, and that's the monkey on your back, right? That's Steph pulling up from half court, buzzing the game. That's Steph, 3-1 lead. Like that's the monkey on you. Sometimes the organization just got the monkey on your back. That's what it is. I believe in the Lakers. I just would like to see it. I know some y'all clearly have a head high of it, which is perfectly fine. I'm holding everybody to the same standard though. Like even my own team, like. I believe in them, but at the end of the day, I really do got to see it. Same with Denver.
It's still very much wide open. It still got to happen. But I'll say it with my chest, like for the be bold or go home. Like I feel like that will happen from what I know of those two players in LeBron and Luka.
So you got Lakers and Warriors, Western Conference Finals. I got the Warriors going from the 10 seed to about the. They probably take that. They probably take the 5th or 6th seed. I don't know if that'll have to do with Lakers moving up, but the Clippers probably drop down for sure to let me get that 6th seed. Yeah, I think the Warriors get past the play-in. They get an actual playoff seed. Let's say that. I'll say it that way.
That's fair. Yeah, I mean, there's only really 4 games that split them between them and LA right now, from 5 to 10.
Yep.
Like I said, I don't know. I mean, have they even had a ruling yet for AD, or is it still just out indefinitely?
It was 4 to 6 weeks.
So he's out the rest of the regular season, essentially.
Pretty much. That's what I'm saying. I think he'll be back for the playoffs. Dallas just has to make sure they make the playoffs, and they're in that area. Minnesota, Dallas, Sacramento. I mean, look, Phoenix is
outside of it right now.
They're right outside of it, but somebody got to drop out of that. Somebody gonna drop out of that. I don't think Minnesota's gonna drop. Sacramento may drop. I don't think they're getting it together.
Yeah, but see, even with a healthy AD, I still wasn't a believer in Dallas. Like I know they got pieces. I feel like that team's ceiling was driven by Luka. Like they're still a good team, but their ceiling, like what they reached last year, was driven by Luka. Them players on their own can't necessarily do it. Like Luka generated so many open shots for PJ Washington to cook. Oh god, we got another one.
Not a bot?
Yes, I don't even know how they.
I think Kyrie can generate open shots just as much as Luka could,
but not. But I won't say all that. Hold on.
AD also.
They're not the level of passers that Luka is, though.
For sure,
they're not. But I'm gonna say this though. I would say Luka did bring a higher cap, but I feel like this just forces them to play as a team, and I feel like that team cap is not far off. I'm not saying it's near.
They got a higher floor.
Like if Luka on that team, if I had to rate like scale 1 to 10 and 10 being the best, Luka on that team, let's say they're 10. They get rid of Luka and they have these pieces with AD. I would say they're like an 8, 8.5. And I don't think that's bad. And I don't think you can't not win with 8.5. I mean, to me, Luka on the floor don't mean it's automatically a 10. I'm just trying to make the point here. I think the team that they have is still capable of doing something. It's just going to be harder. Let's just say it that way. It's going to be harder. But I think they're capable. There's teams out there you could say it's going to be harder, but they're not even capable at all. So,
yeah, I'm just if you're in the year 2025, if you're relying on Kyrie and AD to carry your teams,
see, they're not. That's where we disagree. It's not just them. It's the team. We depend on this team to carry our team. That's what I think the difference is.
That's what I'm saying. Like as a team with them, like those are still your two guys. In the year 2025, I just don't see them being winning.
You're not getting what I'm saying.
You're saying as a whole team, like they're gonna play.
No, I'm not saying as a whole. No, there is no such thing as these are my guys. This is my team. That's what I'm trying to say. Like there is no in the year 2025, Kyrie and AD's carrying. No, it's in 2025 the Dallas Mavericks as a team. I think that was Nico's mindset, and I think that's that team's mindset.
Yeah,
I don't think it's a give the ball. Now, obviously, if you want to get down to the details of it, last shot in the game, we're gonna probably get a ball to Kyrie.
Oh yeah,
yeah. You feel me? Like if you want to say that's your guy, then sure, that's your guy. But I think game plan going in, it's not like this guy's our first option, this guy's our second option. This is our offense, and if you have the open shot, take it.
Yeah,
I think this team is better than the Warriors.
The Mavs team with AD?
Yeah, with AD.
Yeah, they gotta have AD. Come on, bro. I mean, AD, what he had? 26, 13, and 8 assists?
He did. That's not my
problem. In 3 quarters? That's better than Shane.
He did, but we're talking. Keep in mind, we're talking about playoff basketball. It's not a one game thing.
Yeah,
AD's had plenty of those games with the Lakers, and then the next game be like, where did AD go? It's like, but he's been that way his whole career because his whole career we've always been like, man, AD, if he ever reaches potential, he top 5. And it's like every year we say it, it's like AD is also what 31 years old now, 32, I think maybe. It's like he is what he is. Like I'm not saying he's not a great player, but through a playoff run, I can't count on him being great the whole time. So I
did it already. He did it before
with LeBron.
Yeah, with LeBron.
With LeBron,
sure.
it's different.
But you can't. But
I'm not. That's what I'm saying. I'm not knocking it, but I'm saying when we've seen AD without LeBron, when we've seen Kyrie without LeBron, it's not to say they're not great players anymore. They don't have the capacity. Like I'm not saying they're not a good team. Like I get what you're saying. The whole team is just like, hey, it don't have to be Kyrie the first option, AD the first option. I'm just saying when you have a basketball team in the year 2025, if Anthony Davis or Kyrie Irving is your best player, you're not winning the NBA Finals. That's just how I feel about it. Because I get it, they're great, but they just haven't done it the same way.
Yeah, but Luka and the Lakers ain't done it either. You can't say that and then feel the way about
but I've seen Luka be the catalyst to carry a team.
Yeah, but he ain't done it.
He has. I'm saying he
ain't done it.
In 2022, name me another player on the Mavericks roster.
Did he have the trophy in his hand?
I'm saying he carried them to the Western Conference Finals.
But he didn't have the trophy in his hand.
I'm about to go back and who they played. I mean, who they
end up ran into the Warriors, who won the championship that year.
But who they had Brunson. Wasn't Brunson on that team?
But he wasn't the Brunson we think of now.
He was going crazy.
He went crazy the first time when Luka was out. But when that second round when they killed Phoenix, that was Luka putting belt ass on Devin Booker.
That shows.
And when they played Golden State,
it wasn't just Luka carrying though. I mean, Brunson carried too.
He averaged a triple double.
He won. Brunson won. You just said it without Luka.
Versus Utah.
Yeah, but it was just one game. It was 1 or 2 games.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. That's it right there. It's nice when you got players that can do it for 1 or 2 games. When they played Phoenix, Luka averaged a triple double, and in that game 6 or game 7, whatever it was to clinch, at halftime, Luka had damn near as many points as Phoenix did as a team.
I'll agree with you on that because I would say so. With your point with Kyrie and AD, right? Like when they didn't have LeBron, they didn't play as well. I think it is impressive that Luka, he is the LeBron of his team when he was with the Mavs.
Yes,
he had all the gravity and he still was able to produce.
And that's why I'm confident that him and LeBron can be good together because they both had the pressure of,
that gravity.
I gotta do everything for my team to even have a chance. Like I get it. Like Dallas is a good team without Luka, but to keep it a buck, last year when they played y'all, Chris, PJ Washington was getting his shots off of Luka assists.
Yeah, I
Because of his
know.
gravity.
I know. Okay. Also,
I'm
so
saying
wait.
if Luka's not in that series, y'all beat Dallas easy.
I don't know.
Kyrie wasn't good in that series.
You still got to hit the shots. You still have to hit the shots. Though.
You do.
Yeah, and we talked about this last year. We said this.
We
did say this. We
But that's what I'm
said that.
saying.
We said
the
that.
same way we would say LeBron used to like literally have to just put the team on his back. It's like, yeah, the players still got to make the shots, but without LeBron, they're not getting those opportunities. It's the same thing that's been the story with Luka in Dallas all these years. It's just been like the 2 times we have seen Luka healthy in a playoffs run, he's made it to the conference finals at the very least. That's all I'm saying. Whereas with Kyrie, Cleveland was still in the lottery. I get it. He was younger, but then Kyrie left, right? He went to Boston. They didn't make it past the first round. Then he went to Brooklyn. He got injured. He dealt with all the COVID mess and him not being able to play, all that. AD with New Orleans, we seen him. Could not get him past the second round. And they had good teams. They had Boogie, Drew Holiday, Rondo.
No, Boogie got hurt.
He did, but I'm saying they had they had players around AD. He couldn't do it.
Yeah, Boogie got hurt like the first round. Though.
Then we seen them too with LeBron. And it took LeBron still being the guy and then being the wingman. Great wingman. But it took them being the number 2 for them to finally see success to LeBron Superman. You take LeBron out the picture, what has Kyrie done since? Until he paired up with Luka to where he could go back to being the second guy. Because like we said, we had this discussion last year. When Kyrie's the second option, he's probably the best second option in the league. Feeding off of that. And it was because Luka was the guy. Now you're taking Luka away.
To be fair, with Brooklyn, they was one.
They was
like
but
one big
what's that?
toe
What
away.
was that? That was KD being the guy. It wasn't Kyrie being it was KD.
I mean, they all was him.
They was definitely taking turns.
They was. But KD was the head honcho because you know at all costs you gotta stop KD.
He's a scorer. Well, you also gotta stop Kyrie. We can't act like Kyrie just not like.
That's
what I was about to say.
But also, my thing is though, like,
don't take what I'm saying like it's a slight at Kyrie.
No, I know.
That's the difference between.
He's just saying the gravity of the other player.
Yeah,
but Kyrie has gravity also. Like
he does. He does.
PJ Washington go get those same open looks. I promise you, he's gonna get those.
He won't because Kyrie, for one, is a 6'2" guard. So while Kyrie gets some gravity, some of them passes that a Luka can make. Kyrie's just not making them passes.
Well, I would say the last time we played the Mavs, PJ Washington went off. I think he had like a damn near triple double. He had like 27 and 13.
Kyrie don't have to make a. Kyrie don't have to make. Okay. He don't have to make a cross court pass like Luka. Swing one player, swing another player. It's the same
cool.
shit.
But that's the thing. But that's the thing about Dallas too is that I don't think it's just PJ. Like I do think it's Najee. I do think it's what's that boy name from the Lakers that I be saying is
Christie?
Max Christie. Like they have other players where it's like if they have 5 guys out there, it's not just AD and Kyrie. Like you genuinely do have to guard because all these guys 1v1. You have to guard all these guys 1-on-1.
Max Christie going 1v1. He will go 1v1.
You trust in Max Christie in a playoff setting? Like I'm not saying he can't do it, but you just like got the utmost confidence Max Christie gonna be able to go get buckets in a playoff setting
the utmost confidence. I have the utmost confidence in that system that they're trying to put in order, like with that team. It's not like whether it don't matter who at the 3. Like it's the fact that that system is built to make the 3 open or the 4 open or the 5.
Whether it was right or wrong, that's another debate. The system was, hey, we got Luka, do your thing, and all the other players can feed off of your gravity. And when it's going great, it's going great. But as we see, it can all come tumbling down when you rely on all one player. But it's the same thing we've seen with LeBron for years because it's like you can't win all the time like that.
Yeah, and that's why. But that's why LeBron is so goated though. Because
it is. But Luka is the closest thing we've come to it. I'm not saying
but he ain't LeBron. That's the problem.
LeBron exactly. He wasn't
put
just
them
like
2 together now.
But hold on, LeBron. It wasn't like the 1-on-1 what like Luka was doing. Like Luka was dead ass. It's just like it was just James Harden.
Like,
it was
dribble, step back.
dribble,
Yeah, he was
step
like
back.
James. He was like James. He was like Rocket James.
LeBron dead ass.
But he's still averaging 9 assists in his playoff. Like it wasn't like he's
getting double. He got to make the right. He got to make the right pass. He's making the right pass.
The thing was James Harden. It wasn't that James Harden wasn't making the right pass. James Harden notoriously his points tailed off when we got to play. He wasn't getting the buckets like he used to. That was the main reason. Luka averages 30 for his playoff career.
I'm saying the game style is the same. Like
yeah, but I'm
the
saying
gameplay is like it's the same.
But Luka,
Luka's not in the playoffs, just like
level
archetype.
In the playoffs.
Like he's just saying like if you built a character and you gave them attributes.
Yeah, that's what
stats,
I'm saying.
That's what Cam is saying.
Same,
yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
He's not talking about the meter.
It's different with Luka because it wasn't like
he's making the shots.
He tailed off and it got worse.
Yeah,
he only got better. It's just you can't necessarily win when it has to be going great truly every time.
So I'm like
perfect, like not even great. It has to be
perfect, and that's what I think is okay with the trade. Yes, it's okay that your game plan was Luka. That's cool.
That's fine.
But how long are you willing to put all your and it is different for everybody. It's different for everybody, and that's really part of the problem.
Same conclusion, just different routes. So, like you're saying, it got to be great, and if it's Luka not great, everybody else got to step up. So now that's what I'm saying. Well, with Dallas,
you don't got to be great. The issue is when you only betting on one thing to be great. If you're betting on,
you got to have your role players play like they got to be great. Like that's
okay. So, but look at Dallas though. Look at Dallas. Like, you either need a duo, which really you need a trio. And I'm only saying a duo because of Steph and Clay. But technically, Draymond was there. Technically, Iguodala was there, right? But you need a duo or John Livingston. You need a duo or a trio. I mean, Celtics just had one. Like that's just kind of how it goes. Luka ain't have no duo or trio. Like you could say Kai was that, but
that's what I'm saying.
We was talking about Kai showing up in the fourth quarter. Like where was you at all game? You know,
that's what I'm saying. So when Kyrie not showing up and AD have his off game, because we know that's gonna come, you're relying on Max Christie, Najee Marshall, and PJ Washington to carry you through high level playoff basketball.
That's a whole different conversation. My point is
that's why I'm saying I don't think Dallas was ever gonna be successful with that. That's my whole premise. Like, yeah, they're a good team, but in playoff basketball, we've seen Kyrie tell off, we've seen AD tell off. When those guys tell off and they are your best players, you're now relying on Najee Marshall, Max Christie, PJ Washington, Hardy, whoever you want to name, to then be the guys like, man, like help us, go get it, get it.
Not just that, but not just that.
Whereas Luka, his gravity is like, even if he don't got it, he's drawing so much, I can kick it out. Maybe one night PJ can knock down some threes tonight.
But so that's
you're not getting that no more.
But look, you contradicting yourself because you can make the same argument. They tail off, right? So say Luka playoff basketball, because that's what happened essentially. Playoff basketball, that's what happened. You kick it off to Kyrie, you kick it off to PJ Washington. They're not knocking it down, right? So like that's the same. At the end of the day, Dallas had two options. It was one, get rid of Luka and save up money and find somebody else, or it was two, get rid of everybody around Luka because they're not coming through for him in the clutch. And start all over and still put him in the same position he was in, if not worse. After and if he was okay with that, then by all means, like let him be okay, you know. But
y'all would have been mad. Y'all would have been like,
y'all would have been mad.
Luka ain't got no help. Oh my God, Luka ain't got no help no more.
It
would have been the same shit.
Saying the move to trade for AD did not make their championship aspirations any higher. In my opinion.
Now that we having this conversation, I don't even think like I feel like the trade for AD was like well, at least we're getting something back.
It was, you know, but that's what I came on the pod and said. I'm like, this is not a slight to AD or nothing. Like AD obviously is a great player. Cam said, and I'm not trying to open up this debate, but I'm just trying to fill Chris in because I don't know if he was listening that day.
Yeah, I probably wasn't.
But Cam's argument was AD is a top 5 player. And our rebuttal, Eric, me and Eric were like,
for sure.
We're like, okay, he has top 5 potential. Like when he's at his best, yeah. AD, because he's defense and offense, he's top 5 for sure. But we've never been able to say we're always going to get top 5 AD because he just like we said, it'll be like one game AD has 30, and then the next game AD got 12, and it's like AD, how do you have 12 points? And they got people like when we were playing when they were playing the Warriors, it was like sometimes you get a switch and Gary Payton is on you. Demand the ball, Anthony Davis, take over. That's what LeBron was trying to do. Whereas Luka, like that's what I'm like. It's not to say they're not great players, but some guys just have that it.
Yeah.
Luka had that it to where it's like, you know what? I'm going to take over this game, and I'm going to do it every game to where like I'm tormenting the other team for a whole series.
Yeah. But he wasn't gonna win on Dallas with that though, because his pieces weren't good enough.
But I don't know if we truly know that because he's only 25.
No. I'm talking about like Luka's teammates weren't like. If you take some of the teams that LeBron done won a chip with and put Luka on that team, he's winning a chip. Look at the team.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
I think
it wouldn't have to be his teammates have to be that much more perfect because I really just think it just need. And I'm not saying he would have done it. Obviously, it depends on Luka. So whatever rumors are behind closed doors of what he was doing, but I truly think if we would have just given time for Luka to mature, and you keep building and putting pieces around him. Maybe it's not the exact pieces, but you keep putting the same type of 3-and-D wings. That's what he needs. Eventually, one day, I truly believe Luka would have won a championship with them because it was just about his age and experience. He ran up against a Boston team who's been knocking at that door for 5 years. He ain't never been there with a bunch of guys who ain't never been there, but he carried them to that point. Whereas Kyrie AD not doing that.
He played shitty in that finals though.
He did. Okay, but okay.
But it's easy. It's easy when the game plan is guard that guy.
Yeah, though. In 07, would you not say LeBron played shitty in his first finals versus the dynasty San Antonio Spurs? He played shitty, but it wasn't.
Go back and look. I think it was better than. I think it was better than Luka.
He played shitty, and I'm giving him great. That's his first one because I could really say in 2011 he played shitty with the All-Star team.
Yeah, for sure. Nah, he definitely did there.
Okay. I'll give you that. That's LeBron in his prime. Luka's 25. He's not. He hadn't even reached that.
Yeah, I mean,
but that's my only issue. But it's definitely a difference between like those two.
But that's what I'm saying because you can look it up. But
Luka was bitching.
But it was truly LeBron played shitty too because Greg Popovich and all of them literally said it. They were like, okay, we know LeBron is the whole team, and he didn't even have a refined jump shot at that point in his career. Their whole game plan was we're gonna let LeBron shoot, and that's what they did, and he was shit.
And that's how you win against teams like that.
But then what did LeBron do? He went back in the lab and got a jump shot. He had it post moves to his game. He kept refining his game. He didn't end up getting to the championship or getting that championship till he was older. And he had time to build on what his deficiencies.
So what refinements do Luka need?
Just being more mature. Take it like doing stuff in the offseason to prepare your body, knowing you're gonna have to be able to do these long playoff runs.
I don't feel like that would have. I don't think that would have ever happened in Dallas, and I feel like mostly because
that's a
Dallas,
fair argument.
Yeah, I don't think Dallas was gonna push him like that. And I mean, they didn't even want to pay the dude, so why did they care what the hell he doing off the court for real? Like at the end of the day, they wasn't gonna pay him. That's the problem. At the end of the day, they weren't gonna pay him.
That's what
he was never gonna get pieces around him because if they did pay him, they wasn't gonna spend more money. Like it wasn't gonna happen in Dallas. It could have happened with that. Put that team in any other shit. Put that team. I mean, I don't know. Put that team in a market that actually cares right now, with owners that care right now. He probably does win a chip, but I don't think
that's my only. I don't think it was anything to do with like his play style. I think he's truly a one-of-one talent that would have won eventually. He just needed time. Like we throw in all this on him at 25 when no other players in league history besides Magic, who joined the team with 4 other Hall of Famers, has won that early. Like, yeah, he played like shit in his first finals. I'm not trying to sit up here and deny that. I just think that would have been it was going to be a great learning moment for him. He would have been back and he would have played exponentially better had he got back to that moment. And I think he would have. Because, like I said, we've seen him carry a team with nobodies to Western Conference Finals, ran into the Dynasty Warriors on their final run. Then we seen him get a little bit more talent, get a certified 2 in Kyrie, and then it was like, boom, instantly finals. And keep in mind, they were underdogs in every single series they played. Yeah. But why did they win? Because Luka was the catalyst.
So what do you do? What do you do if they go into the playoffs if Luka's on Dallas and they go into the playoffs this year and second round exit, like what do? You just keep waiting? You pay him. You got to pay him.
You pay him, but you like you said, you're gonna because every year is gonna have to. You're gonna have to try to get better, more up and coming 3-and-D. Like you got to draft better. You got to develop better. But that was players. But that was the whole problem with LeBron in his first stint in Cleveland. It was like, damn, well, we're gonna have to pay LeBron. Who can we put around him truly? Because these guys aren't getting it done. And LeBron was like, y'all got to put something else around me. Cleveland refused to do it. So what did LeBron do? He left. It might have got to that point for Luka, but
has Dallas ever been good at drafting?
I mean, they drafted Dirk and Steve Nash.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, he was never going to win there, but it's not him. It's not his fault. It's not his fault. It's just.
But you don't think eventually, like, you don't think they would have got some free agents? Because off the strength of yes.
Hold on.
That's literally that's why Kyrie
of who he is. Yes, they could have got him.
That's literally why Kyrie is there right now. He could have
got him. Cuban got him.
No, Kyrie could have left this year, and he literally said he came back because he wants to play with Luka.
Yeah, but you said
the initial grab was Cuban.
Yeah, because he had to be traded. It wasn't in Kyrie's choice. To like where he went.
Yeah, it's different ownership though. So
but it was the extension though, because remember he wasn't gonna stay. He ended up getting signed again that summer to actually stay in Dallas. So he didn't have to stay in Dallas. We thought he was gonna be a rental for the rest of the season.
And it was because Luka, like people would have gravitated towards playing with Luka.
I can see that.
And getting paid less.
That's some of these players have to do that.
They do that. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know how much less it would have been though. I don't know how much. That's a whole different conversation that is so high.
Ain't that new ownership like really cheap? Like,
but that's my point.
That's what I heard.
Yeah. Like you definitely gotta be getting like bet minimum for some of these.
That's
guys.
what I'm saying. Them niggas, bro.
But that's what I'm saying.
But that's when drafting come in though too. But if you can draft well, you can have a decent bench.
But that's also the power of Luka. Because where's Derrick Jones Jr. right now?
Oh, LA Clippers.
But have you heard about him for real? No, you haven't.
Low key, bro. They the 6th seed, bro. They been hooping. You be watching it be all late.
They be hooping, but it's not like that's Harden, Powell. Like that's them. Kawhi, that's them.
Nah, bro. He defensive lockdown.
But I'm saying, but Derrick Jones Jr. was an offensive threat based off Luka because he opened up the lobs because he could go get it, and he was knocking down open shots that Luka created.
Yeah, he was shooting out that corner. He don't shoot as well, I think.
He got him a contract.
Yeah, he did get him a contract.
That's one player.
But hey, that's just how it, bro. That's just how it goes, bro.
Luka got Jalen Brunson a contract.
Man, stop it.
He did.
Stop it. No, that was all Brunson.
If Luka is not his teammate, if you think coming out, if they was just like Brunson has even said this himself, he was like he came into league and thought he was truly great, and then he practiced with Luka and he's like, Jesus, it made me feel like if I'm even supposed to be in the NBA for real.
That's cool. Like, I mean, that's a fair assessment. That's a fair assessment.
Yeah, that's fine to say.
I'm saying
that's the reason that
it is because Luka is the same way we're talking about number twos. If Luka is the focus of an opposing team, it allows Jalen to get less defensive attention. So then he's allowed to show his skill set more.
Okay, because of the gravity of Luka. That's what any superstar that Brunson could have been with.
It's only for a select few. It's not necessarily for ever. It's not like that forever. That's what I'm saying. It's not to say players are not great. Bro. It's only a select few that have that true gravity.
I think that round one, like you said, the round one when Brunson went up, I think that's what got him paid.
But then in round two, what did it take? Brunson wouldn't have beat Phoenix.
Yeah, Brunson did. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he
didn't. And that's the difference. That's what I'm saying.
But you said he got paid because of Luka, but that's not true. Because I mean, the round one, he showed if he by himself, he can do it by himself, and that's what the New York
and not even by himself. I think Jalen just got paid for what he can do in general. Like I think like a nice little 12 points a game. A few was like I don't think New York thought they were gonna get what we see now. I think respectfully, nobody thought he was gonna be.
Now they did it. Okay,
now doubling his points.
They did it, but that's the difference. What has New York done? And they're in the East.
Yeah, I mean they've been choking.
Exactly,
But they're not a
because
good organization either.
they're not, but they have talent. And Brunson,
They got talent now.
Brunson is supposed to be the guy.
Bro, they're just a trash organization, bro.
You think they are, but you think if Luka was in New York in the East the past couple of years, they wouldn't have at least made the Eastern Conference Finals?
The East, but who's on that team? Like who's not on that team? Whose spot is
their
Luka
team
taking?
last year? If Luka played the Indiana Pacers with their team last year, Anunoby, Hart, all them, you don't think he's beating them in a 7-game series?
No, he's beating them for sure. But if your point is to compare the gravity of Jalen Brunson and Luka, I don't see.
I'm not. I'm just saying. That's what I'm saying. That is the difference. Like, it's not say players aren't great and they can't be great on their own. But Luka is one of those true alphas where it's like you can put anybody around him, he's gonna make the team that much better, and it's gonna hide some of the deficiencies from when he's gone. So they're gonna make it to places they're not gonna make it to anymore. Whereas Dallas, they might have a higher floor now with Anthony Davis, but their ceiling, they're not reaching the championship ceiling with that roster.
Yeah, but we don't know that.
I think we do.
No. You think, but we don't know that.
Okay.
And like I said, look, and when I say this, make sure y'all know I'm not hating because I'm holding everybody to the same standard. If I don't see it, we don't know it. That's going to be my argument for the rest of my life. That's been my argument for the rest of my life. So if I don't see it, we don't know it.
We get Kyrie down this stretch of the season with that great team they have. No Anthony Davis. If Kyrie Irving, because Kyrie Irving, like I get you're saying it's supposed to be a team thing now, but Kyrie Irving would have to be the quote unquote leader now.
What did he do with that last game?
He went up. But I'm saying down the stretch of a season, he's got to now do it consistently.
He does.
They're in the 8th spot right now.
Yep.
Can he get them to top 6 or top 5? Because it's only a 2-game difference.
No, it's not enough space. We already talked about who we got in the seeds. There's not enough space for that. We know that.
I'm saying if they're truly a good team and Kyrie can carry like y'all think, they're only 2 games back of the 5th seed Lakers. If Kyrie is supposed to be that guy and the team is supposed to be that good, and this is about the whole system now, Kyrie and that team should be able to boost themselves up in 27 games. To make up 2 to 3 games in a 27-game stretch, then they're not who y'all saying they are.
No, because you think we saying they're going to win a chip. What we're saying is that they could, just like Golden State could, just like Sacramento could. Like anything is possible, bro. It's okay to say that. Exactly. But you got to understand that's what we're like. What you just said and the way you just said it is how we're meaning it. Like we believe that. Just how we could say anybody couldn't win a chip. Like that's just life. That's just how, like, that's just is what it is. Like, it's one coin.
We're not talking about anybody could do anything. We're talking about like real discussion right now. Like, we know the players that are in these conversations all the time who are truly contenders. If you're just saying, oh, Dallas could make it, of course they could make it. But I'm saying if you truly sit and think about a playoff stretch, 7-game series, 3 rounds, and AD and Kyrie Irving with the team of ragtags. I get it. They're good players, but let's just keep it a buck. They're a team of ragtags. No name players, really, besides Klay Thompson. But for the past couple years, Cam has been telling me Klay is washed. So if AD and Kyrie with the washed Klay Thompson and a bunch of ragtag players, you confetti test. You see them winning the championship. You don't.
If you close your eyes, not as much as I see my own team doing it.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
but if I close my eyes to the confetti test, look, confetti test. If I close my eyes, I don't see LA doing it. Confetti test. If I close my eyes, I don't see you. That's awesome. That's great. That's great for you. Like that's awesome. I think it's okay to have that different opinion. I think realistically, you're asking if Dallas can jump up to the 4th or 5th seed. That means you're saying, are they better than LA? Both LA teams, which I've been watching the Clippers. And I do think the Clippers are a decent team. Minnesota is already trashed in my own eyes, and they don't even got Julius Randle, and they worse with him. So low-key, they could get past Minnesota low-key.
But this is what I'm saying.
But top six teams, not even an hour ago, we already talked about who those top 6 teams gonna be. So to ask that question about Dallas, obviously, no, I don't think they'll be able to push that far, but only because those other teams are just as good. I don't think that gap is as big as you want it to be. Or both of you, honestly.
That's my whole thing, though. So you just said all that, and you feel like they're not top. That's a fair statement. I don't think they're top 6 either. But the whole reasoning behind why they made this gigantic trade is because this somehow propelled them to championship status that Luka was not taking them to. So if they made this trade and you can justify saying, no, they actually become a better championship contending team with this trade because Luka's off and now they're a more holistic team. If you can say that in one breath, but you can't tell me that they can't make a 3-game jump to top 6 with this team that's supposed to be all of a sudden
without
better without Luka.
Without AD. This is without AD. We're not gonna see AD till 6 weeks. That's my point. If AD was here,
they got AD for that reason.
If AD was here, they're capping the Clippers. They're clapping the Rockets. They're clapping Memphis. If AD was here,
okay, but literally. I know, Chris, you weren't a part of the podcast, but that's literally what I came on here and said, because that is what comes with the literal trade of Anthony Davis. Because Cam was saying he's top 5, their championship. I'm like, but he's old, he's not consistent, and it comes with the added fact that every time he hits the ground, you hold your breath because you don't know if he's getting up. And then lo and behold, the first game, he's out.
Yeah.
But you made this trade because you had championship aspirations.
It is unfortunate. And like you said, it is a trend as well. But like I said in the group chat, and I hate that this is a thing, bro, because somebody does something that people recognize and it becomes their staple. AD has an ample amount more games played in his career than Luka. Obviously, because he's been in the league longer. And I gave y'all the percentages. AD has played 72% of his career games out of his, 13 now? 13, 14 years in the league? Luka's played 82% in his 7 years. They are the same person. Give Luka 7 more years. He's going to be on the same, it's the same person. If you honestly want to be honest about it. We weren't talking about AD being hurt when he was in New Orleans. We was talking about him throwing up 40-point triple doubles. It just comes with, it is what it is. They're the same person, bro. So I don't really want to. The issue with AD and what's unfortunate and why he has this stamp on his legacy is because he gets hurt at the worst times. If AD got hurt week 2 of the league, we oh, he hurt, but he healthy for the rest of the push. It's oh, AD's good. Lo and behold, he just got to get hurt on his debut day. Lo and behold, he just got to get hurt during a playoff run against a tough opponent. Lo and behold, he just got to get hurt to when they getting ready to get the 7th or 6th seed. It's very unfortunate, but the amount that he gets hurt, the frequency isn't crazy. It's just an unfortunate timing, and it's the Lakers. Unfortunately, he plays on the Lakers, and it's the biggest NBA franchise in the world behind probably the Celtics or the Knicks. Or actually, I think they the number 1 probably. Nonetheless, all eyes on me. You can't skate if you're over there. So I really don't like the injury thing. I do think it's very unfortunate, and I'm not gonna argue damn, it is the risk you take. You picked up a 31-year-old guy who's played 72% of his games. Absolutely. But
that's all I'm saying. If it comes down to you're making this trade because you're saying, oh, well, we need to maximize the championship window, you have to factor in everything. Yeah. So the cost benefit analysis, you just traded away a 25-year-old phenom for a 31, 32-year-old Anthony Davis on the back half of his I think it's very fair to say Anthony Davis isn't getting exponentially better. He's not getting better at this point in his career.
That's fair.
He's only gonna keep going down. I'm not saying he's gonna just tell off and fall off.
No.
He's not about to get he passed his prime now.
Yeah, the peak is gone. Understood.
At his peak, he could not carry a team. He then teamed up with the greatest player ever and won a championship. A lot of people have done that. It's LeBron. That's an outlier. You're now taking him away from that. More years on his body, more injury risk, and you're saying, oh, instead of the 25-year-old phenom that just led us to the finals, granted, he didn't play his best, but he led us to the finals because that team, that's not an NBA Finals team, that roster last year, if you take Luka off of it. It's not.
Absolutely not.
But you're trading him for this guy who we've never seen do it and being like, okay, I know that you get injured 1 every 5 games. You're not consistent in the playoffs. We have, like you said, 13 to 14 years to go off of. I'm trading my 25-year-old phenom for him, and I'm saying I did this to maximize my championship window. You did not do that to maximize your championship window.
Yeah, but we know that's not true. We know it's because of the money. We know everybody
I know,
knows
but that's what the saying is, and so now because that's what the saying is, and that's what you did. Now it's like that's what we had that discussion too. Like, well, damn, do they gotta win it this year? And it's like if they don't even do anything this year because AD might get injured and then he gets injured, it's like, well, shit. Next year, it's like you gotta win it all next year because this is what you traded for. Because at that point, Anthony Davis is 35, Kyrie is 34. Like I said, they're not getting better.
Well, I guess then at that point is the issue the trade, or is it just what was expressed when the trade happened? Because I feel like we a smart group of people. I think we know that this was about money. Like to have those expectations on this team just because somebody wanted to save their own ass and say we're trying to make a playoff push now. That's why we did it. Like or championship push now. Like
I don't know if we'll ever truthfully have that answer, but as far as what we've seen on the narrative, like even if it is, oh, Luka's out of shape, you don't take care of him. Like, bruh, dude is 25. Like, if y'all don't have the staff in place that can help him get it together, that's also I feel like
just don't listen.
We don't know that though.
Well, no, I think it's both. I think it's both. Look, because I was thinking about Cam earlier when you were like, I'm watching him play in those few games, and like he actually in defensive position, and like those guys are like da 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 da. Bro, Luka, what is it like? Luka's at a new job. Yeah, he left the job he was at for 5 years. He stopped coming in 10 minutes late, right? He stopped leaving 30 minutes early. He stopped hiding in the bathroom. Like he's at a new job. He's going to work early, right? He's staying the whole time. He's being quiet and he's doing his work and he's putting his head down. That's the Luka we saw when he first got to Dallas. I do think he got complacent in Dallas. I think he got complacent as a star. And I think, to your point, Bryce, the staff didn't hold him liable to remaining responsible and mature. And like you say, he was a child. But like, if that was the course that they were going down, it wasn't going to work out for either side. It was just going to be, go do your homework right now. He's going to be like, Mom, fuck you. Like that's
what I'm saying. We always like, I don't know why it's so different for Luka, but we always say part of what helps players maximize their potential, they have to have the right foundation around them. Yeah, it's Luka's fault too for coming to camp out of shape a little bit, maybe drinking or partying too much. But at the same time, that's also on the staff because what are y'all doing inside the building? Yeah. Why are y'all not setting rules, or why are y'all letting some of this stuff slide? Yeah. That is stuff that they have to set culture-wise. Because
you said what?
I think they did. I mean,
they did it because when LeBron went to Miami, Pat Riley cut out a lot of that extra bullshit. You not finna run my organization. He made that known. There was talks, remember, when they first started, LeBron didn't want air exposure, and Pat Riley told him, shut the fuck up. Like, sometimes the owners, the staff, the coach, they got to put their foot down, too. Like, it's not just all Luka.
They tried, bro. We literally seen.
And that's what I'm saying. He's also a kid.
We literally seen in the conference finals after the game, he trying to drink a beer. They literally took.
So look, I'm gonna say this with that, Cam. Like, they probably did try, but it was too late. That just means you had no culture established prior. You had no culture established prior.
When he had like 2 or 3 different head coaches while he was in what's it called in Dallas.
He didn't have no vets on that team, did he? Like a Dallas vet.
He came in 1 year with Dirk. That was it.
Yeah, and he had JJ on that team too, but JJ wasn't like no.
Like I said last episode, he truly didn't understand. He just didn't understand how to be a professional yet.
Yeah, bro. He came from the middle of where you from, Slovenia, whatever, playing as a little kid, and then hey, come to America, make millions of dollars, and that's what he did. Like, what would you do?
I wouldn't listen to nobody. That's why, like, I don't blame him. I don't blame him. Like,
I don't blame him. Yeah, I don't blame him.
I'm fat as fuck, and I'm out here smoking everybody. yeah, I'm not finna fucking listen to you.
Yeah.
I'm getting.
Now he gonna look back and be like, man, you know, I could have grew up.
Yeah, yes, I'm about to drink a beer after the conference finals. I'm 24, 25 years old. Yeah, I'm gonna do that for sure. Yeah. I'm not saying you know he's like wrong or anything. I'm just saying like
he wrong in hindsight. Like he gonna be older. He gonna be like, man, like I maybe should have. Yeah, but I was a kid. Like you know.
That's what I'm saying. I think I genuinely think like eventually. I'm not saying like he didn't need to start getting better, but I think with time, because that just comes with age and maturity. Like he would have got better eventually.
Nah, I wouldn't happen in Dallas. Nah.
What if he just would have like that? That's another thing I asked last episode. I don't think Chris was here. I asked like in this trajectory that he's going, what if he would just kept doing the same thing he's been doing, and now he's even more out of weight. Like he's 30 years old now, and now he's just even more out of weight.
Okay. See, this is what I'm saying. What the rumors that came out during the trade, like what's true, because they're saying, oh, he looks like the same damn Luka we've been looking at the past 2 years. So I don't know what you're talking about. He
didn't look that big.
I ain't gonna lie.
Tall.
I ain't gonna lie.
They say being tall.
I ain't gonna lie. I seen a picture and
he wide.
Like you can tell, like in his face, like his face is like it's
that. He needs to cut that.
But also, for one, you're looking at like Chris said, he came from Europe. For one, their food is totally different. Like people say, you can go to Europe, eat a bunch, and like you'll still be slim.
Weight, yeah.
But then two, like we said, he's young and he's just now like he already a man, but he become a man. Once you become a man, like your body just gonna change anyway. He probably was always kind of big bone, and then America just fully unlocked that shit.
Oh yeah, probably, but they got brisket. We got brisket in Texas.
And he in Texas of all places.
That's my thing, though. So like, what if he would just kept being on the same trajectory and nothing changed, and he just kept getting big, and now you paid him $300-something million, and now he's got a fat ass Luka playing on your team with no defense. That's what you gotta think about that.
I mean,
I agree.
All I'm saying is, granted, he might have did all that, but he took him to the finals.
Fair.
Now that it's in question if they make it out of the first round potentially. So it's like, if you wanted to bank on him potentially putting it all together, because like you're saying, if he is like, we don't truly know if this is all going on. We hear the rumors, but if he is doing all this shit, drinking beer, hookah donkeys, not giving a fuck, he is still going out and toasting every top player in the league and making it to the finals. So that's why I'm saying, if God forbid he just like maybe his frontal cortex just finally fully developed, maybe one day he would have just been like, you know what? Maybe I should start getting up a little earlier, working out. Maybe I will get it together. And then what? Then he just truly kills the league.
I see what you're saying, and I get what you're saying, but I want you to look the reason why. Like if this truly was the reason why, I want you to see why they did it. Understand this is why they did it, and this is a bad investment.
It was gonna be 5 years.
If he keeps doing this shit, this is a bad investment. You paid this man $300 million, and he's
gonna be 5 years. Now maybe you bring him into that room, right? Maybe you bring him into that room at the end of this season, however it goes, and you say, "Look, we got $345 million for you, 5 years, but in your contract, you gotta maintain this weight and maybe lay the law down." I don't know how they do it. I don't know what's legal and what's not. I don't know how that should go, but establish some rules that way. Maybe you do that.
That's front office. They could have done some of that.
They could have done something.
And that just to the end of the day, their office was never going to work out because their office is dumb. Because you should have been had that established. It should not have came to this point to begin with. If that's really the issue, then that's on you. That's like having a child and not raising it at all and then being mad when it's out there in the streets. You did nothing to prevent it from happening. You can't be mad at him now. He making it work on his own.
It's kind of like the Kyler Murray thing where he's in his contract clause or whatever. It's you have to actually sit there and read the playbooks and stuff like that, because he would go home and just play Call of Duty, and they put it on his clause no, bro, you can't do this. You have to actually read the playbook and then do this and study and stuff like that. They could have done something.
But like you said, Chris, it was potentially they're looking at a 5-year extension, $300+ million. it's just like this is the biggest gamble now because within the next 5 years, say they paid him, I would be willing to put good money. I don't know what kind of odds you want to say they would be. I would just be willing to say within the next 5 years, they probably make another finals at least, and they probably make at least 2 Western Conference finals, which at that point, you top 4 or top 2, you have a chance with Luka. Now you make this trade, you probably got a 2-year window to do what you could have done in 5 years. And if it don't happen in this 2-year window, you're then looking at possibly a 5-year rebuild where you just completely trash.
Maybe
they just didn't want. They just
didn't want to invest in Fatso, bro.
Maybe that's just what they wanted.
Lucas don't grow on trees. Yeah. All I'm saying is, I can agree with you if it's like, man, we don't want to invest in fat ass. But I wouldn't have. Look, if you don't want to invest in fat ass, cool. But I'm not gonna trade fat ass for broken ass and be like I'm better off for 5. That's not what I'm doing. That's all I'm saying.
Broke ass fever.
I ain't gonna lie, like if this trade wasn't for like AD, like if this trade was like just for like a bunch of like a shit ton of picks and like young,
which is what I thought it was gonna be.
We would not be having this. I thought it would be something more. Nobody would care.
It didn't make any sense. AD
if he got traded for like 6 first rounders, like
I'm not gonna lie.
It won't be like this.
For the longest, there's been like certain players, like that's why the players were saying, like, you think like certain players are just, they're untouchable. Luka was one of those guys. I was like, I would have thought, at least at this age right now in his career, at 25, 5 first team All-NBA, is the only player in history to do that at his age. I would have thought he was truly an untouchable. Because, yeah, you could get 6 first rounders, but you can miss on all 6 first round picks. Like, some of these kids just be ass when you pick them.
I ain't gonna say
ain't nobody untouchable LeBron.
No. I would say
ain't nobody untouchable LeBron.
I would think he was untouchable.
Steph too.
But I don't know what it is about, bro. I'm telling you, and I was tweeting y'all during that game, and I was at that game, but that playing game versus OKC, I swear to God, I swear, watching him give up on that team when they could have very well came back and we just whooped their ass so bad. Like, this is supposed to be my leader. I've never seen LeBron give up on his team. I ain't never seen Shea give up, and we don't even be doing stuff. Like, even in the sorry years, like, still hooping. Like, that, and that just may be the maturity deal. I don't know, bro. Like, you got to invest them in other ways, too. It can't just be in the gym and in the contract. It got to be in, older players and some type of counseling or, like, I don't know. It's more to it than just making him not fat. It was going to be mental, too. How do you do that? Like, I don't know. And if they were trying to give him $345 million, they definitely not investing $500 million in other areas.
Let's throw it back to what, like 2017, 2018?
Throw it back.
That still ain't as worse as what Cam was saying earlier.
Yeah, I'm definitely going back and clipping that.
That was crazy. But say we flash back to them. What if Denver traded Jokic because he was a fat ass?
They knew he was a fat ass, though.
I'm just saying, but if you go look,
he came in as a fat ass.
No,
yeah,
but he was already big. But if you look at Jokic when he's
way bigger now.
He's way bigger. It's an American thing.
But
it took time for
Jokic don't be out of shape though. Jokic don't be out of shape.
Well, he was never in shape for real. But here's the thing though. It's
about
demeanor, bro. I've never watched Jokic put his head down and score 16 in the game and give up. He gonna give you 25, 10 assists, 10 rebounds, and put his head down. Like, he's still going. Like, Luka was playing like shit in that. Like, he was playing bad, like really bad.
Okay, but in the course of it, they're gonna be bad games. Like, there's been bad Jokic games. Like, he's still obviously great, but he's had bad games. But I'm just saying. I'm sure there's been games. Like, every player's had games where they give up. Like, it just is what it is. This man Jokic don't even damn near want to play basketball.
It's his job. He take it seriously, bro. They take their job seriously.
And when it's time for Luka to lock in and he locked in.
Yeah, but that's only if he don't get his way though.
That's playoffs, but it's like a regular season game, and he just He did. I watched it. He did just give up. It was bad. I'm like, bro.
So have you not seen AD give up?
Not
80.
Not like that though.
But it's different. But it's different. No. The only reason it's different.
Defense. Like,
no, Luka stopped playing in general. He said that's when his knee started hurting and he actually sat out a lot. But nonetheless, that's when I was telling you, like, well, why do they say his wrist hurt if it's his foot or something? Like, we had that talk in the group chat that one time. But the reason is different with AD. I think AD has done it, but he ain't ever been like if AD give up, it's not like, what, AD, like, that's horrible. Like, he ain't no leader. If LeBron gave up and it's like, oh my God, LeBron, like, what are you doing? Like, it's your team. Luka, that's your team. If J-Dub gave up, it's like, all right, J-Dub, like, get your ass off the court. Like, you trash. But if Shea give up, it's like, come on, dude. Like, I'm disappointed in you, for real. Like, that's unacceptable.
That's part of the maturing process.
It is. And Dallas was not going to invest in that. But Lakers already have that shit in LeBron. In their whole culture, like their history, they already have. That's what
I'm saying. So. I'm saying I know Cam don't want to hear, but you could draw a parallel with LeBron and he coming into the league in Cleveland. He was doing everything he could, but some of them years, you could say LeBron quit because he knew no matter how hard I try, we are not getting it done versus these better teams. And he tried his damnedest, got him all the way to the final. He got swept. At least Luka got one on the board. LeBron got swept. Then he tried another 3 years, and that final series versus Boston in 2010, he quit on.
He gave up.
He gave up, and then he fled to Miami.
LeBron, but it was a reason though. Dan Gilbert,
but that's what I'm saying.
What reason Luka got?
With the age, he matured. That's what I'm saying. Like,
no. I'm saying not even with age for LeBron. LeBron gave up because it's like, okay, y'all not, you clearly not trying to give me no help at all.
Okay,
we can't get over.
Can we say that for Dallas? Like, they got him Kyrie, yes, but other than that, was PJ Washington a household name in Charlotte?
No, I'm saying the reason LeBron gave up was because of Dan Gilbert. What reason did Luka have to give up versus?
Yeah, he was just playing bad. He really was just playing bad. Like, Lou Dort had him locked up.
Okay, but if y'all are saying, like, if you're gonna be the leader and you just can't give up, you got to be the best. Like, there's no excuse for it. I'm not trying to dismiss Luka giving up. I'm not saying LeBron didn't have another reason to give, but he still gave up. But again, LeBron was young. He didn't know how to win yet. The same goes for Luka. Like, we're acting like he's a 33-year-old vet. It's like, man, Luka, you should have knew how to handle it.
It's not just. I think Bron knew how to win.
It's not just that. It's not just that. And correct me if I'm wrong.
It was just he had no help.
He advanced to the finals one time.
Yes.
Other than that, he was getting knocked out in the second round or Eastern Conference Finals.
He wasn't winning chips. He wasn't winning chips, but he was winning games. He was winning games.
Bro, the issue is that Luka just has a history of being dramatic, like of being a drama queen.
Time out, because y'all kind of making my argument. So you're saying LeBron had a history. He knew how to win. He was winning some stuff. So at that point, why is he giving? Because he knows what Luka. This is all new to him. Like I said, that's
not my argument. That's Cam's
second playoff run.
That's Cam's argument. My argument is that Luka has a history of being a drama queen and being immature. Like, it's kind of like that, like how we was talking about Robert Saleh and how he was it Robert Saleh? No, whatchamacallit? Who just won? The Eagles head coach. What's his name? Nick Sirianni. How he was like, he gonna get fired, not because he being a bad coach, but just because he has a history of having his name in the meat. Like, that's what Luka already had. So that makes it worse. Like, if you showing that you trying all the time and then one day you're just like, fuck it, I don't want it no more, then it's like, damn, like, I get it, but disappointed. But with Luka, he has been complaining. He has already been a drama queen. Like, we know how he is. Like, it don't look good. That's the problem. It doesn't look good.
What is your definition of what has he been doing to be a drama? Because it's not like we see him in the media saying stuff.
Do you not see his antics on the court? If you don't,
come on, bro. He's a cry. And that's what. Don't get me started.
No. Stop it. No, don't say what players. Stop it, Bryce.
There's plenty of crybabies in the league. What you mean?
Let's think about it.
Stop it. What he did in that finals was unacceptable. You literally heard
okay, and that's what his first time there. I'm not saying it's not right or it's not wrong.
No player would have acted like that though.
How do you know?
What do you mean? How do I know? Because nobody has ever done that. He literally was like crying on the court.
Players have done that in the finals. What do you mean?
Not like that. Not to that extent. It wasn't that bad. Every little thing. If he like would have fell on the floor, he literally would have slapped the ground and like started yelling.
That's what I was gonna say. So there hasn't been one. Like I can't even give Luka the grace of being a player that gets hit or something and just continues to play. Like even if you try to sell the flop and it don't work, continue to play. Chris Paul is really bad at that, right? Chris Paul, he'll try to get the flop, get the call. He's arguing all the way down the court. Like he's one of them players that cry a lot. But Luka, he's that same way. Like I hate that. I hate that so much.
I truly don't think so. Because Cam even said it too. It's one, like I said earlier, it's the presence of so much media nowadays. Everything is got a magnifying glass on it. We literally saw a glimpse prior to the finals, during the playoffs, and towards the end of the season where Dallas was playing really good. Luka was engaged on defense, playing great. He was playing great defense throughout the whole playoff run until they got to the finals. So I'm not trying to dismiss with him selling the team in the finals. But also, while y'all keep bringing up how he gave up, you also have to mention that his whole team also fell apart. Nobody showed up for Dallas that series. Kyrie was ass. Y'all telling me he's
that's fair.
He was ass. PJ, who couldn't miss a shot versus OKC, was missing every goddamn thing.
Yeah.
But
Gafford was ass.
You was talking about Luka's like gravity and shit like that. If his gravity is so good,
saying.
That's why that team was never going to work. That's been my whole point.
That's what I'm saying. The same way LeBron had great gravity, were the players not playing good enough for him to make it to the finals that year in 2007. But when they got to the finals and played a much greater team, San Antonio Spurs, who been there, done that, their condition.
He didn't have a Kyrie though.
Okay, that's what I'm saying though. Like LeBron is the we all agree he's the best. He's a GOAT. I'm not saying Luka is that, but he's damn near the closest thing we've seen to it in terms of just being able to put a team on your back, no matter who's with you, and carry them. But as we know, LeBron has a 4-6 finals record for a reason, because you cannot win like that all the time.
Shit, 4-6 is crazy, bro.
What you're saying? You're saying Bron had Kyrie, right? When Bron finally won it, it was with players like Kyrie, AD, D Wade, right?
Yeah.
But that was also Bron in year what? He didn't win to what year? Like year 9, something like that. Luka was in year 6 at 25 years old, and y'all are telling me he should have acted the correct way. And it's like, he's never been in the situation. It's not excusing him for acting that way, but give him a chance to grow from it. Like, I can see if this continued and like this year did spiral out, and then you make this trade because like, okay, we're not seeing no progress. And this, maybe they spoke to him like, this is stuff we want to see you improve on. You didn't even give it a chance. I arguably think this team this year, the roster was built better for him. Because if he got healthy, I don't think no one was really going to stop him again in the West. And then if he
5-year-old at his like at that magnitude was acting like that though.
We truly, I'm not saying there were, but we truly don't know because again, we see everything nowadays. Everything. Like back in the day, we would not know that Luka was at the hookah bar in his offseason. Do we care? No. But because we got social media nowadays, someone takes a picture, boom. Next thing you know, it's spread across the internet. You don't think these players do all the same shit? They tell us now on the
court. My thing is his antics on the court. Though.
Y'all really don't give a shit what he do off the court.
Okay, but we have players with antics on the court.
And we hate them. And we hate them.
Okay, but
the only difference between them and Luka is that Luka's actually good at basketball.
And that's what I'm saying.
I mean, if look, hey, if you are a head coach or owner and you're willing to take in a project like that, then by all means, put all your eggs in that bag.
You're gonna be stressing like a mother.
But if it's worth it for you, worth it for him, but by all means, that is your life.
I'm just
but
saying, I would rather be stressing in the finals than worried about my job future being on the line now.
I would rather save $345 million than stressing about Fatso.
I'd rather be in the rain in a Maybach than in the rain.
You're not gonna be in a Maybach. You just gave all your money to Fatso.
That he the Maybach.
No, nah. He's a person. The Maybach is $345 million in my casino. That's what my Maybach is. What are you talking about? Like respectfully, like at the end of the day, it's a business game. It's a business game, bro. It's a business game. I'm not
if
gonna
it's
stress.
A business game, say that. All these extra rumors ain't saying it's a business game.
I 100% agree. I 100% agree. Because I saw a tweet the other day that was like, they need to have people that know basketball, that's played basketball, run these organizations. If that was the case for Dallas, then they would have invested in Luka. They would have sent that money and spent that money on him. But it's not about basketball to them. It really is about finances and profit. But City of Dallas for you. Look at Jerry.
But I think they were building. Like Cuban was putting money in the team. Like they got
Cuban
Kyrie.
Until he sold his majority stock.
He did.
Once he did that, raps.
So that's what I'm saying. I think part of what's getting mistaken is like people want to throw all this blame. Oh, Luka, fat ass, no effort. These just some stupid ass owners, I think. But
that played into their opinion too, though, is that they see him as not being in shape, as well as they should have just been like, well, we want to save money. There's two things that drove it. Was we want to save money and he's fat, but they switched it and told y'all he's fat, and they didn't tell y'all they want to save money, but we know the books. We know the books.
Them deep playoff runs. They love money. That's gonna fill their pocketbooks because them ticket prices be expensive and they be sold out.
Bro, Mavs tickets be expensive already.
But I'm saying they get to prolong selling the tickets when Luka carrying you throughout the playoffs.
Yeah, but you also got to think like business wise too. Like, okay, if they not getting these deep playoff runs, they just gonna sell the team.
Yeah,
and get much more.
Yeah,
but that is where I'm saying they just went on a deep playoff run. So at least let them see if they can repeat.
They definitely. Close. I would say this, Bryce.
Like I'm not even saying
they could have tried again this season.
They pulled the trigger too early.
They could have tried. They could have finished the season. They definitely could have finished the season. But I guess because was this just an extension, or was he gonna? He wasn't gonna be a free agent this summer.
No, it was just gonna be an extension. It was gonna be the Supermax extension.
Okay, so literally, I guess you see what you do at the end of the season, and then that's when you start talking about it. He still got to be with you for a year.
It's just dumb though. That's what I'm saying. Like, even if it's business, like if it's truly business, you would have waited it out for the season because it's like, okay, even though he's doing all this, he led us to the NBA Finals last year. Let's see if he can do it again. If it's truly business, because then if he can't, then you can be like, okay, Luka, you didn't change what we asked to, and obviously the results dimmed from last year. Now we make the business decision. But you cannot, in your right mind, be like, you know what, Luka, you're 25 years old, five-time first-team All-NBA, led us to the finals, led us to the Western Conference Finals. You know, like beating the dog shit out of some really good players and good teams that we thought were way better. And it's like, man, he's doing this shit. It's like
beat the dog shit out of us, just making sure that's known. It was PJ Washington.
Okay, we'll let you
look at the box score. Just look at the box score.
What was Luka's averages for that series?
It was 24 something. I think he had like 6 rebounds, 8 assists, 5 turnovers, 33 from the 3-point line, some shit. Shooting below 50%.
But 10.5 free throws, rebounds, 8.7 assists.
10.5 rebounds. Okay. 8. Okay, I got the 8 assists right.
I'm saying,
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. PJ was giving him his 8. Bro, PJ was dropping 30.
Yes, and when they got to the finals,
and Najee Marshall had a really good game too, which was random as hell.
That's what. But when the finals came, Luka played bad, but those players also stopped hitting those same shots.
Exactly. I don't know what it was about us. Even Josh Green was having like 9 to 12 points a game. Like, what y'all doing?
But also, they literally, like Boston for years was knocking on the door, and it always be rumor. Oh, should they trade Jason Tatum or Jaylen Brown because they can't win it with both of them? but they didn't trade. They just kept building, kept retooling however they saw fit to try to make a run. And then finally they kicked the door down when they were older and more mature.
And now look how much money they're gonna have to pay. And that's just what the owners didn't want to do in Dallas. That's all it was. It's like,
but their window is here, and they could very well be back in the finals this year and win it all again, even though I don't necessarily think that. But
that's cool. It's just like, as an owner, like, you don't make no money off those chips until you sell the team. And actually, that's been like a reoccurring thing with Boston, is like, when the ownership wins a championship, they sell the team. Like, they've been getting ownership recycling over and over and over. You could put all your money into these teams, but you don't really get nothing out of it.
The plan was to win and sell the team. Yeah, you gotta keep Luka because he gave you the best chance to win and possibly sell the team.
I don't think they was gonna win though.
Wow.
I don't think it was a win, but it wasn't because of. I wouldn't say it was because of Luka. I think it genuinely was because of whatever they wanted to invest in Luka, they weren't willing to do that. What they needed to invest, they weren't willing to do that.
You know how I feel.
I know how you feel, but to me and Bryce's long-standing point of years about Luka is that he needed somebody that allows him to do what we think he can do, which is pass the ball. Him being able to score in Dallas like he has is actually insane, considering nobody else could do it, and he was getting the assists. So that's just absolutely insane. Now he's on a team with somebody that's going to have equal, if not more, gravity. Is definitely very scary, which is why I need to see him have that game. I need to make sure he can do that on a court with somebody with gravity. But I wouldn't put it past him that he couldn't. I just want to see it. Like, I'm excited to see it. I want to see it. Not against my team, but I want to see it.
So, again, I know you'll be cheering for it and rooting for it, Cam. But if he takes over and then Lakers go on a run and win, are you just gonna give the credit to LeBron?
He not taking over till next year. It's still LeBron's team.
So it don't matter what he do.
LeBron's still a leader.
Maybe he's vocally.
So if Luka averaging like 28, 11, and 9.
No,
the
in the finals,
playoffs.
like, if they go to the finals, Luka's getting the MVP. He should, unless LeBron just do some crazy shit. But he should get it. But I still think it's LeBron's team until at some point next year. Then it's like Luka's team.
I'm not saying it's Luka's team. Like, it can still be LeBron's team in this scenario. I just don't think the Lakers make a championship run if Luka is not the guy.
When you say the guy, what do you mean?
Like offense through him, first person to bring the ball down, push the ball.
Literally how LeBron said, do not try to fit in. Like, you be Luka, we'll figure it out to be around you.
Yeah.
Like, LeBron obviously can still be LeBron, do what he needs to do, but this allows him to pick his spots for when the team needs it the most, to where he don't gotta be exerting all the energy to be LeBron like we know. Luka, you go be you. I'm gonna focus on other facets of the game, get others involved. I know you can go get a bucket, and when I need to be LeBron, I can go be LeBron, and I'm gonna have the energy to do it. My body's not gonna be worn down in year 22 at age 40. But he's still LeBron. But it's gonna be Luka's head honcho. It's still LeBron's team. Luka's just the guy.
So with that, I gotta see these next like 5 games, because JJ Redick just came out and said the minutes there's no more restriction. Like, he's letting Luka. This next game, he's letting Luka go. So tomorrow you're gonna see Luka playing however long. He just came out and said that.
No, they played the Hornet.
Yeah, the Hornets. Yeah. So
okay, I gotta blow them out. Yeah, I gotta blow them out. You got to. That Utah shit was ridiculous.
Bro, it's always close. I ain't gonna lie. It's always close games versus the Hornets. For some odd reason,
it's the Hornets. Like, what are we talking about?
It's
like 13 games.
Hey, look, I swear to God, it's always close games versus the Hornets. You go back and look. It's always close games versus the Hornets.
February 22nd is when we gonna see.
I need to see like 5 games first before I can say it, because the past 2 games, like the 2 games with Luka, it's still just been like LeBron, like just LeBron doing LeBron stuff. Like, he's backing down, he's kicking it out or stuff like that. Like LeBron is taking over pretty much. These next 5 games are going to show a lot on like how like 5 to 8 games. I'll say 5 to 8 games.
This on ABC.
It's going to show. It's going to show whatever.
This
you know, they got some nice games coming up. Like, they got them,
Nuggets, Lakers, ABC, 7:30 prime time.
This is truly going to be magical.
Saturday prime time.
I hope the Lakers going to run solely so it forces Cam to come around and be like, man, Luka is great.
Bro, I don't hate Luka. I really don't hate Luka. I really don't. I
don't hate him as a basketball player. I hate him as a person.
I didn't hate Luka from the. I didn't hate Luka from when I was been saying like I'll never see I just can't picture him in the ring. My whole thing was he has to change. Like his play style had to change.
You had it backwards, bro. You had it backwards. His team needed to his team needed to change. His play style, the fact that he can play that way with the teams he has is ridiculous.
Well, I mean, I'll say this, and this will take years to come back to, but I think regardless of what happens with LeBron, once LeBron finally does retire, shit, if he even does that, goddamn, because it seemed like he just go forever. But I think if the Lakers traded for Luka so that he could be the star of their franchise, what did I even say?
You said it seemed like LeBron could go forever.
That nigga Cam said.
That's crazy. You trying to make something?
Nah, race it. Even if
I didn't say LeBron had to come.
Nah,
you didn't have to say that.
He got to come. John Morant got to come.
Skip's gonna come, and I'm gonna get like Stephen A. said. But no, I think this is almost time to wrap this up. But I think Luka will lead LA to the championship past LeBron's tenure. Like
I hope so.
I can see it.
And then when he does,
he has to.
And when he does, it'll be like Dallas looks stupid because it wasn't that he couldn't never do it. He just needed time to grow. But like you said, it probably just needed to be a change of environment. And it sucks it had to be that. But it shouldn't have been that when it happened right now. That's crazy.
Yeah, no, for sure. I think genuinely it really is. It needed to be a change of environment. But since Dallas pulled the plug so early, they looked stupid in it. Like it could have been just he needed to change an environment. But since they did it early, now it's like it's changed environment and y'all look stupid. And that's on them for that. He has to win one though without LeBron because it's for his legacy. He's like the great. He could be. That's crazy. He could definitely.
Hey, it is what it is. But okay, we're gonna wrap it up, man. Let's see into the future. Finals prediction right here after post All-Star break. I don't even remember who we had in the finals from our first episode way back when the season started. I'm not gonna lie.
I probably had OKC in Boston on some lame shit.
I know Cam talked himself into Lakers versus somebody. I forget who. But
wait,
I just had the standings up.
Did I have the Lakers? I don't think I had the Lakers.
Cam, I don't think we've done an NBA predictions episode where you haven't had the Lakers.
He did as just said, I don't think I had them. How you?
Nah, bro, I don't think I had them, bro. Hold on, let me check
even a couple years ago when you were hype on Phoenix when they got KD, you was like, no, they can win, bro. But when they get to the Western Conference Finals, Braun gonna take them out, man.
I gotta see. Let me see if I got some of my notes. Because I remember I even had a who I had as my MIP. No, not MIP. Did I have MIP? Or was it 6-man? I had Edie. Did I type that? Nah. Oh, I had Evan Mobley. Dang, I don't know where I typed that at.
On my phone.
I bet it's in an Excel sheet on my computer.
Y'all lost to BYU by 31, by the way.
Oh yeah, no, I saw. I told you they asked, bro. Did I not? When the preseason rankings came out this year, and I was like, bro, every time we rank number 1 in the preseason poll, the team is ass.
Yeah,
I didn't mean to show that, but I told you that team is cooked. Bill Self, he needs to just bench everybody and just play the transfers just to see. We have nothing to lose at this point. They about to mess around and not make the tournament the way they headed because they're not winning games. But I'm looking at my standings. All I can find is my Western Conference. I had LA second, OKC first.
I had Lakers like 5 and the Nuggets first. I think I had OKC second.
I can't even see my shit no more because apparently you gotta pay for Excel now.
You gotta pay for Excel.
I don't know, bro. It's talking about.
What do you mean?
I don't know, bro. I don't know. I could be wrong.
Oh, you talking about like you do have to have a Microsoft license for all of that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Your stuff probably expired.
Yeah, they took it away because I got a new job. I got to sign into that account now, but it's not gonna have all my stuff from the other drive.
Time to use Google Sheets, bro. Got to transfer.
Now I'm pretty sure I know I had OKC. I probably had the Celtics.
Yeah. Well, now after the All-Star break, half a season played, or more than half a season, really. Who do you think's winning the NBA Finals right now? Obviously, injuries, the way teams playing, that can change by the time we come back to it. But as of right now, if you had to bet your money, who's in the finals?
On the current seeding, at the seeding right now, or what things could be at the end?
What you're predicting? What things could be at the end? Like who you think making the finals, East, West?
Off the current seeding, bro, the seeding matters, bro. Like literally. Like if OKC got to see the Lakers or Golden State first round, like I will not be as what's the word, like happy or whatever, like hopeful of them making the finals. But if they didn't have to see them at all, then I'd be like, oh shit, we got an easy route. You know what I mean? So the seeding definitely matters. Seeding right now, let's see. I think out of the play-in, I feel like Golden State and out of these teams, I think Golden State and Dallas will come up if this was the teams in the play-in. I think Golden State would be the higher seed, which will force us to play Dallas at the 8th seed. Fuck. I think we get rid of Dallas. I don't think AD will be back yet. So we'll be lucky. Because we did beat them the last – no, we didn't. I think we lost by like 1. But we was playing without somebody. I can't remember who. Obviously Chet, but somebody else too. But then we get the winner of the Houston Rockets and the LA Lakers. And the Rockets and the LA Lakers, at least the Rockets. The Rockets have been giving us issues this year. They beat us in – what did they beat us in? Everybody was watching that game. Did they beat us or did we win?
No,
I know they ain't beat y'all in the NBA Cup.
They beat y'all.
Yeah. It was a good game too. It was like because Jada made like a last minute 3, and then I think Fred made like a last minute 3 or some shit like that. The Rockets a tough matchup.
Was that in Houston?
I think it was in Houston. Yeah, but I don't know, bro.
You want to say OKC? It's okay, bro.
I do, but the seeding matters like heavy. Like if it's 2-7 right now, that'd be Memphis.
We gonna have a playoff episode when seedings are final. Just right now, off your gut, who's coming out the West? You want to take your Thunder?
Yeah, I'm taking my Thunder, bro. Like we're literally the best team like in NBA history.
It's fine. Cam said the Lakers with Luka are the best team. They're going.
No, yeah, they're the best team by opinion, but like by stats. Okay, she's literally I'm not just talking out my ass. Like they literally the best team ever. Shit's crazy.
So who you got them going up against out the East?
Who, me or Cam?
You. OKC versus who?
Shit don't matter. Whoever come out the West winning it. All this shit. I don't think Boston repeats, bro. I don't care who they play. I don't think they repeat. And I think we take Cleveland in a 7-game series. New York. Anybody else underneath Cleveland, New York don't really got a chance except Milwaukee, in my eyes. Yeah. I don't think Milwaukee makes a deep run, so okay, let's say we go against Cleveland. I think that'd be a great. People hate it because it's two mid-sized market teams, but I think it'll be OKC and Cleveland and 6.
That's fair. Cam, what about you? You got Lakers versus who?
Lakers, Cavs.
Sheesh.
Say 5. Oh my god! You glazing, bro. It's such a glaze. That's crazy.
I'm not. Lakers Cavs is low key mine too, but I don't know.
It feels
I
right.
just it feels right. I just can't see the Cavs making it. Like as good as they are, it's just something about Donovan Mitchell. I just don't see him.
You don't like
DeAndre, what's called?
you don't trust Donovan
The
Mitchell
DeAndre Hunter, no,
That's big.
I don't. But the DeAndre Hunter trade makes me. That's why I wanted to say. Denver
I agree.
versus
I agree
Cleveland.
with the Hunter trade, but that first game I watched, he didn't really do shit for real. So I do need to see it happen. I need to see something happen. And for whatever reason, he wasn't finna start over Max Strus if Max Strus wasn't hurt. And that didn't make any sense to me.
That's crazy.
So I hope they don't plan on making that a normality when
on
Max
paper it's crazy, but I don't think it's crazy given like he gets traded 2 days later they play games. I'm not finna put him over Max Strus when they 44-10. Like you're not finna mess with the consistency of the starters.
I guess.
And you just let him work his way in. But by playoffs,
that's fair.
it probably be that. But if not, that's a great 6-man to have.
Absolutely.
Like,
yeah.
I think
he was averaging what? 16 or 19 points off
19
in Atlanta.
Yeah, so he'll be all right. But that's what makes me lean towards Cleveland. But for whatever reason, I can see Milwaukee low-key making a run because I think the East is wide open.
Mm-hmm.
I
said Milwaukee earlier, y'all laughed at me. I had Giannis as MVP, though. That was a bit of a stretch. But
so just to be different, I'll go Lakers, Milwaukee. Lakers in 6.
I'd rather watch Lakers than Cleveland because then I would
too.
LeBron to win, and I want him to retire on that. I know
he's
gonna do a farewell. He's gonna do a farewell tour, but I feel like that'd be the perfect retirement.
Yeah, we're going back to back. We're going back to back. This nigga, bro. He finishing with 6 rings.
Okay, I'm ending it, bro. I'm ending it.
He's sleepy.
When he win this year against Cleveland, he gonna be like, Cleveland!
This is for me.
That would be some pretty goated stuff. Get your son in the league and then get him an NBA ring his first year. Like his whole career, he'll never not be an NBA champion. He can just play his whole career stress free.
That lame ass ring.
Hey, a ring is a ring.
No, those are the ones that end up on eBay for real.
They'll get him in the game too if they get to the final.
Of course.
They'll get him in the game.
Like the last 12 seconds.
Yeah.
Drill the ball.
Now he got to be LeBron.
I'm surprised K may say some shit like Game 7 down 2. They check in Bronny. LeBron drives, gets it out to Bronny.
For the 3.
Bang. You know how insane that would be? That would be a trash ring. That would be a tough ring.
If that shit happened, I'm dead ass not watching the NBA because then that shit is rigged. All the people would be saying that shit on Twitter about it. No, that shit would be rigged.
They gonna find people gonna find a way to hate on that though.
Oh yeah, of course.
Bro, forgetting rivalry happening, bro. They need to do better at advertising, bro.
Yeah, I forgot they do play today. Damn. But yeah, man, we appreciate you. This has been going on for 2 hours 40 minutes. Great discussion. NBA is back. I don't know if we're doing necessarily weekly live episodes because it's just hard to do that for the NBA. But what I can promise you guys, if we don't go live, we'll still record some reaction videos Tuesday nights to upload because we can get back to doing that now because that's more fitting for basketball. I've been wanting, we need to get in some of these college basketball reactions. Some of these girls been going crazy.
Yeah.
What's old girl on Vanderbilt? Michaela.
Is it? It starts with a B, don't it?
It starts with a B.
It's not like Banksby or
something like that. But 50 with 30 in the fourth.
Yeah. And didn't she just do something else? She just did something else, didn't she?
She's been going crazy all fresh. She's been going crazy.
Because she
don't she got a Miles on Notre Dame. Yeah,
Blake's. Michaela Blake's. That's her name.
Yeah,
but she got a brother too. I think she got a brother.
Oh, I didn't even know that, but we got to tap in
because they both made like buzzer beaters or something. I don't know.
Yeah, we definitely got to tap into the reaction.
Oh yeah, you know Juju hooping.
UConn just beat the hell out of
South Carolina. Yeah, we gotta hop back in, man.
Michaela Blake, she hit a game winning shot against number 15 Tennessee, 71-70. And that same weekend, her brother did the same thing.
Is he on Vanderbilt too or something?
I think he's on a different team. I can't remember who though. But they interviewed. It was like your brother just did the same thing, on another ranked whatever. So that was pretty cool. And I think she had, right? Yeah, she hooping.
She been hooping.
What happened to that girl at Harvard? Harmony Turner or some shit like that. She was supposed to be real good. She was dropping like 40s and she just kind of flamed out. I think she's gonna get drafted though.
Hey, it is what it is, man. But yeah, if we're not doing weekly episodes, we'll probably be doing like every 3 weeks or so.
She having like 24.
She averaged 21, 5, and 3 on 42%.
Hey, buckets is buckets.
And Harvard 19 and 3. So they're gonna make the tourney.
True. Haley Van Lith been rewriting her story at TCU. They've been hooping.
Did they just lose against Oklahoma State?
I think they did get upset, but they've been going crazy though.
Yeah, it's because that center though.
Yeah, no, TCU got a squad.
Yeah, they got decent teams. Huh?
I said fuck Jalen Suggs.
Oh.
It's time to get up. It's time to get up. We appreciate y'all. If y'all listen all the way through, go subscribe to the channel at INISPOD. Follow us on Twitter. We'll be back. With NBA plays now. We've been in our bag a little bit with Prize Picks, Boom, all that. So we'll try to be dropping daily content there. Get y'all some winners there. Like I said, we'll be dropping reaction vids. We'll be checking in, doing these NBA table talks. Hopefully, now we got Chris back. Hopefully, we'll get Swan back on the next one. We'll have the full pod. Full pod on. But we appreciate y'all if y'all listen all the way through to this long ass podcast full of Luka debates. It's your boy Bryce, dog Cam, our dog Chris. Signing off. Your favorite kids from the neighborhood. Appreciate y'all. Peace. I need it.